go. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Howdy! Sorry for the late start to the 3 people we got. I think it's all people we know. So, hi guys.
We'll go a little later.
Yeah. We just we tried to switch from our blue ice mic to lapel mics, and that was creating some issues with the levels and with the mixer. So should be good now. How's audio levels sound? Because previously we were completely drowned out by
the game sound was just so loud that you could barely hear us talking. I think it's at an okay level now.
Okay, this is definitely different from the Switch controller. Okay.
Oh, is the button layout different?
Mm-hmm.
I think A is okay.
Yes, this is where the OK button is on the Switch controller.
That's fair.
So.
Well, we also switched from mouse and keyboard over to a controller for Kay, because she's more used to controller.
Yeah, I was getting murdered in those mines last time we streamed.
She couldn't turn around fast enough to attack.
No, I'm keyboard handicapped. Doesn't help that it's also like on the lap. Like it's not a, you know.
Yeah, and we've got like a tank of a keyboard. Like this thing heavy.
Yeah. So, welcome to our farm. For those of you who are new, oh my god, this is going to be very difficult. Okay. Is it possible for next time to get a setup for a Switch controller?
Switch controller isn't natively supported, unfortunately, on PC.
Okay.
You can plug a Switch controller into the PC and like use Steam to rebind the buttons and stuff, but it natively supports 360 and Xbox One and PS4 controllers. It doesn't handle Switch.
I don't know. I don't know if it was like. I don't know if anybody else does this, but it's definitely things are in not a good place.
I gotcha.
Let's see, that's oh my god. Okay.
Oh, that I just
yes, you
I
did.
Stole the
Thank
mouse.
you.
I'm so sorry.
It's mostly the same, but there's like a couple buttons. The B button on the Xbox controller is where the OK button is on the Switch controller. And then...
Just got a new follower.
Oh, howdy.
Hiya.
Yeah, that's Steven, I think. Howdy, Steven.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
S. Harsha.
Yeah. Okay, so... this sign... I accidentally set off a bomb last game right next to our crops, and it killed an unfortunate amount of them. So that's like our little funeral sign. Oh, this is really okay.
Yeah, once we get a cauliflower coming in, we're gonna put it on that sign because she killed at least 4 of them.
I didn't kill at least 4. There were only like 3.
Okay, 2, 3. It doesn't matter.
Exaggerating my murder. This is what prosecutors do.
Well, they try to get you the maximum sentence.
Exactly. You're trying to make me look worse than I am. I only killed a couple cauliflower and maybe like a mixed seed. I don't even know that they were all cauliflower. All right, I didn't know them.
They were grown enough that they looked
I
like
didn't
cauliflower.
know them.
Okay.
Sir.
I am innocent here.
Oh, this is going to be a problem.
Just get used to it.
It's the problem is pressing B on this controller. What is
cancel?
No, it goes to the garbage can when you're holding something.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to trash my stuff when I try to hit the put down button. So this is like back in the day in high school when I used to play Call of Duty and Halo, and they were different button layouts when I was playing. I don't know where they're at now, but they were different button layouts before.
I think they're still different. You just have the option to change your binds in game.
And they have different presets that are like similar. So you can change it basically to the Halo preset if you're playing Call of Duty. But it feels a lot like that, where it's like it switches the crouch button with the grenade button. So I'm just like, oh, I gotta be stealthy here.
I'm so stealthy.
And I crouch. That's exactly what it is.
Everyone else on that team.
That's the
That's
one.
good shit.
That's good shit.
So we're gonna go back to the mine and get possibly murdered?
We're not gonna get murdered as long as this is the button that I was most worried about.
What button's that?
It's the swing button, but it's in the right spot. So
Well, that's
the biggest like change really is that B button. That is really in an unfortunate spot.
so if you're mine, you can't use that.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
This is a new game. Don't forget.
I understand. You know what? I'm working on it. All right. I am an advanced miner, and that means I should be going the other way.
Yes.
Around top.
It's quicker, yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'm not going to take this ancient seed with me because we have no inventory space. I think we'll get more geodes, so I'll keep those. The way that I play this game is I have preset items that are always in my inventory. Like later on, I can't move down there to show you, but the bottom 2 rows are they're once you have the extra inventory, it opens up those spaces. And on the very bottom row, I'll have stone, coal, copper, iron, gold, and iridium ore, because once you're mining regularly in the late game, you're getting...
Cat?
I did. I pressed the button.
You pressed the guard button. You didn't press the...
I pressed the... Hold on. You want me to swing my sword at my cat?
Go pet your cat.
I thought I already pet him. Yeah, I've already pet him.
Okay.
I was like, I pressed the button. It's only letting me use my item on him now. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, this controller is...
Hey, you complained about keyboard. Now I got you a controller.
You got me the wrong controller. I don't know anyone who.
We have controller at home.
Yes, it's we have controller at home. It's I'm the kid for Christmas. His mom bought him a PlayStation, and then for his birthday 3 months later, she finally bought him a controller for it. But it's a PlayStation controller.
You mean an Xbox controller?
Did I say PlayStation?
Yeah, you said PlayStation both times.
Oh, well, I ruined the meme.
You did your best.
It's fine. Yeah, it's that. It's, sweetie, I finally got you a controller for your new console, and it's the wrong console controller. That's
Or
exactly what it is.
Grandma getting you games for a console you don't have.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, there's vibrate. Oh, that was weird. When you hit them, you can feel like a... Oh, it feels like the controller is jumping.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's unusual. That's not something you get from a keyboard, and...
Definitely not Switch. Switch doesn't really vibrate the controller all that often.
Oh, that's weird.
You also might have had it turned off in the settings.
In what, in Switch?
On the Switch.
It would have been automatic, like automatically turned off because I didn't mess with any settings.
Yeah, because I think it's automatically turned off on computer as well. I just turned it on at some point.
Oh, what do you mean on computer? You don't have...
There's controller settings on computer.
Oh, I understand. I'm like,
Yeah.
you played this game with the mouse and keyboard. You're not telling me your keyboard vibrates.
I mean, that'd be weird, huh? Especially if it's on a desk. It'd be like,
Yeah, it'd be like your cell phone
yeah,
going off.
cell phone.
Ugh, no, thank you.
You didn't even pick those up.
I'm used to magnets.
Hey, you don't have a magnet ring.
I'm pathetic.
You have nothing.
I have nothing.
Remember, you only played for 3 hours last time.
Oh, Christ. That's how far in
Yeah,
I am.
you only have 3 hours of progress.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're even in the mine.
What do you mean? You know how I play this game.
I know how you play it. I just mean, like, 3 hours isn't a lot of time to get into the mine.
Ah!
Is it your death?
Nah.
Are you going to almost die to bugs again?
No, I'm just paranoid about the button. It's the right button, and I know it's the right button, but... we'll see. See, what's really gonna screw me up is going back for, a week, because we're not gonna stream in the middle of the week this week. Right now we stream on Sundays, and we're hoping to open up more days during the week, maybe like a Monday, Wednesday, or a Wednesday, Friday thing. But, this is not a good week to start it. So in the week in between our stream, I'll be playing it on the Switch controller again.
Oh, yeah.
So by the time I've adjusted to this controller today, I'm
You're
gonna go
just
back to
gonna-
playing on Switch, and my...
You're gonna
Oh,
die
come
in the skull mines.
on.
Lose all your crap.
Yeah, that's not happening.
or a skull cavern. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we'll do a test pretty early after this stream, trying the Pro Controller, trying to keybind it and force it. I know there can be issues with that, but and there can also be issues with, I believe, with knockoff controllers. I've read. I don't understand why people who are like heavily PC people will use a controller when playing a PC game. It confuses me. You would
For
think
a lot of games, the controller makes more sense for movement. Like especially,
it might make more sense, but it's not made for the computer. It's made for the console. You know, it would be like.
I would disagree.
I don't know how. It'd be like if you bought like markers to go in your colored pencil holder. You know, it's like, yeah, they technically, I guess they do the same thing, but they're not the same thing. So then you have to worry about support, and I don't know, I think about Apple and how stingy they are. What if PlayStation or Nintendo wanted to lock down on that, and we're like, you can only use our products with our consoles, you know?
That's something they could try to do, and that's something that
I think
Nintendo kind of does, but
yeah,
Microsoft supports the controllers natively.
Oh, I understand. That's what I'm saying. Is it feels weird to me that a person who like is most comfortable on and has played on PC their whole life before controllers were enabled for support now chooses to play with controllers. Does that make sense?
The controllers have been enabled for support for a very, very long time. Like, even in Windows XP, there was support for controllers.
I understand that they may have existed, but I don't think it was commonplace. Like, when my parents were playing StarCraft and Warcraft, they were using the mouse and keyboard, and I think
it's a mouse and keyboard game.
I think if you told them they could have used, like, an Xbox controller, they would have been very confused.
Yeah.
Because that's not a common knowledge thing. That's a you knowing PCs thing. You know?
Yeah, using controller on PC was much more popular in, like, the DOS era, where keyboards sucked and mouses sucked more. You would use, like, a joystick to play Doom.
That I could see. Okay,
yeah.
I could see a joystick. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't see someone using an N64 controller on a computer. Sorry, I don't believe you.
Yeah, there was, like, third-party adapters to make that kind of stuff work.
Sure.
Back then, but that really wasn't the use case.
Yes.
It was PC joysticks and stuff like that to work better, especially for the flight sims of the day.
Yeah, I believe 100% that everything, it has existed at some point. So, like, early VR. Yeah, I believe it existed, but guess what? Nobody used it. It existed, but it was not used, so I don't count that as, like, a commonplace VR, like Oculus, which,
yeah.
Heck, that's not even technically commonplace now.
It was more of a trade show event, like early VR, like 80s and early 90s
Yeah.
VR.
Let's look at this cool thing that we can do. The
Yeah.
future!
The future is now.
Yeah.
Buy your Virtual Boy today.
This is...
Have your headache tomorrow.
Well, that's still a thing.
Yeah.
Headache and motion sickness.
Yeah, from what I understand, it's the, you want to get that boot before you go down?
I have full inventory right now. I'm trying to kill off these baddies. I've got it.
Okay.
I'm not blind.
It looks like a sock.
I just realized why I was playing in that spot before. It was because the camera was blocking.
The camera is blocking.
It wasn't because of the mouse and keyboard. Although that helped. Yeah, we may have to switch here.
Okay. Just let me know.
Yeah. Okay, I'm wearing 1 defense, 1 immunity. We got not worth it.
Oh, yeah, those are crap.
Well, I think I have admission into the Adventurers Guild. I'll go sell it for a quick buck.
Yep.
Late game, it's not worth to sell pretty much anything that you get, but
Yeah.
early on, this is money.
Any amount of money is good. Kill that orange worm.
Yeah, the dig dug.
Oh yeah, Dig Dug. I'm refraining from calling it what I usually call it.
Stop. Okay. What should I toss here?
I think you should toss the single coal.
I think you're wrong. I'm gonna toss the quartz.
Okay.
Until we get to the, oh, stop. Okay. Until we get to the, ice levels,
Ice holes.
we have no way to refill our coal. So if we want any copper bars for any reason, we're just kind of screwed. Okay. I also have to remember I'm not all the way down in the mine, so I should try to finish off.
If you knew what you were going to throw away, why did you ask me?
I wasn't sure.
Okay.
That's why I got your way in. Also, is Pretzel still playing?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. I was not sure.
Yeah, those are old messages.
Mm-hmm.
No one's typing in chat, so they don't get.
I understand.
You know.
Yeah, I know how it works.
You've seen chat before?
Yes. I just can't see Pretzel on our screen, so I wasn't sure if it actually had been stopped. So.
Where you can't mine until 11 in the morning and just like ride that, or not 11 in the morning.
1 in the morning.
Yeah, 1 in the morning, and riding the mine cart back to your house.
Yeah. No, we'll get there. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna do a little pause here. Because...
Oh, is it that bad?
It is that bad.
Okay.
I am very worried I'm going to throw something important away. So, we're keeping our topazes, our amethysts, and our diamonds because we're going to try to do everything in this playthrough. It's something that neither of us have done in either of our playthroughs, like utilized everything. So we're going to have a slime hutch, we're going to have fish ponds, we're going to have full relationship with everybody. And so that means, obviously, we need to, we're switching to mouse and keyboard.
Oh.
That means, obviously, we need to,
you want to switch spaces, too?
Yeah. You've interrupted my train of thought, so I am lost.
Oh, that's your fault.
We need to have a little bit of everything to gift people with. That's what it is. And topaz, amethyst, and diamond are really good for gifting. Rabbit's feet are also really good for gifting because they're a universal love. But they're, right now, they're not easy to get. Later on, we have a whole plan set up for how many of each animal we're going to have. And we'll have plenty of rabbits, so that really helps things. For rabbit's feet. Right? Okay. Just did the old switcheroo. Oh, that's already better. Okay. It's interesting which things create a problem and which things don't. This being so different, nothing can be confused on the controller. Like
That's true.
I can't be like, oh, I thought this mouse button did something else, because it's not the case.
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep 3 of each crop as well, with 1 additional for whatever reason we'll need it. So, like, community center, I think we already put a parsnip in, didn't we? Yeah, we already put a parsnip in. Oh! Actually. Potato. And we'll wait for the next green bean, because there'll be multiple green beans. But somebody does ask for a parsnip. I just don't remember if they already did or not. Do you remember?
They haven't.
Okay. So then we will keep 4, and then obviously one of them will go to the person who asks for it, and then we'll have our store of 3. That's how I'll generally try to do things with most resources, with the exception of actual, quote, resources, like, ore. You don't keep 3 of those. That wouldn't make any sense. So I try to keep enough to make 5 bars in the event that obviously we're making a silo. You need 5 bars of copper. We're upgrading a tool. You need 5. So that'll be 25 ore.
What, you need 10 for a silo?
No, it's 10 clay and 5 copper bars.
Oh, okay.
And then 100 stone? I believe it's 100.
Well, there isn't a quest for a parsnip.
There isn't?
No, the first one's for cauliflower.
Oh, I don't know why I thought there was
for
a
Jody.
parsnip quest. Okay. Well, that works for me. we'll go ahead and pick one up. Wrong chest. Okay. So now we've got a potato. We'll take that to the community center before we do anything. Ready?
Meow.
Pet the cat.
Yeah.
Also, if you're wondering why we still have all this junk on our farm, it's because we were waiting for the silo to be built. So, let's...
You could siphon that one if you really wanted.
Yeah, I just picked it up. There we go. Oh. God, I missed the golden scythe already. You get so much more when you, kill your grass.
Yeah.
I'm just wasting so much of this. It's fine. So, goal number 1 is the chicken coop, which the game does a really good job setting up by making it your first quest after the raising the parsnips and making the scarecrow. It encourages you to go straight for that. Chickens are a really good source of early game money because they make an egg every day, and once you've upgraded to the big coop, then they can make more chickens for free. So that's a really good resource early game. I think a lot of people discount it, and you know, they want to go crazy. They want to go wine crazy, or they want to go. They want to get those crazy fishing in. But I think having a steady income every single day is, I don't know that you can beat it. Cows are nice for the same reason, but the barn is much more expensive and the cows are much more expensive. So.
Yeah, but you're not getting the egg machine. They're not egg machine.
The mayonnaise machine?
No, not the mayonnaise machine. The incubator.
Yeah.
You're not getting the incubator until the second or third level. Second level coop. So you're buying those chickens, and they're not that
expensive.
They're not cheap.
I think they pay for themselves very quickly, so I don't see it as really an issue. This is the wrong room.
One of the pantry.
Yes. Pop that potato in.
Pop a potato.
You know, I think it's definitely a good investment.
I think so too.
Like my biggest problem with fishing in this game, I don't have a problem with fishing in, like, I fish in the Harvest Moon, or I fished in the Harvest Moon games. No one plays them anymore because they're garbage when you can play
anime and disgusting.
When you can play Stardew. And the problem that I've also come across, I didn't realize when I played them back in the day because nostalgia, also limitations at the time, but you know, a lot of the old Harvest Moon games don't run really well. And
no, they don't.
That's confusing because, you know, I remember it, specifically I'm talking like Wonderful Life. That was the first Harvest Moon game I ever played. It was on PS2, and I remember it running great. I remember it running amazing, and we rented it from Game Crazy, or it was technically Hollywood Video, but it was connected that we had to do it through the Game Crazy because they have the video games, and so we rented it, and we loved it so much we went to buy it, and we had to return it, and then we were like not able to buy it that day. So when we went in next, they didn't have it on PlayStation anymore, so we had to get it on GameCube. And we had a GameCube, and GameCube is my favorite console, so I wasn't mad about it. But
it is markedly less powerful than PS2.
It may be less powerful, but you know, I have a better association with good graphics on the GameCube.
Really?
Yes. Like, when I think of like Paper Mario and even Sonic Adventure 2.
That's like arty graphics, though.
They ran well, though. They didn't have any like weird buffering or anything. I remember the Sims 2 pets on PlayStation 2. The loading screens took 2.5 minutes. I'm not kidding.
Well, yeah, because it's loading off of disc.
So long. Well, yeah, but I didn't have that problem ever on GameCube. And part of it is that the games that were made for PlayStation were probably a lot harder to run.
That and Nintendo first-party products, they often will sacrifice visuals for better QOL. So, like, faster loading times, more stable frame rates, because, like, a a normal person might not know the difference between 30 and 60 frames per second, but you can feel it when a game is like choppy.
Yeah.
But most Nintendo games were running a really solid 60 frames per second, so they always felt really, really fluid. The first party titles, I should say.
Yeah.
Not any of the third party titles.
I understand. Yeah. Well, I can't speak to that because for the most part, the only games we played on GameCube were Nintendo first party products for the most part. But like I remembered Magical Melody, Harvest Moon Magical Melody. That game ran great. Now when I go back and play it, there's all sorts of issues with buffering, and I don't understand why it gets laggy, and I don't remember that. So I had to have been so in love with the game at the time, and with how things were at the time, that wasn't unusual. You know, there weren't games like The Last of Us 2, where you had, you know, I can't remember what it's called, the lighting. Sunlight. It's the effect called.
God rays?
No. There's a word for it when it's like not dynamic lighting, it's that kind of lighting where it's very intelligent and it creates shadows and...
Are you talking about ray tracing?
Thank you. Ray tracing. That's the one.
That game doesn't have ray tracing.
Okay, let me talk, please. You're cutting me off for no reason here. The way that a game like that looks, where you've got rolling fog, you've got shadows, you've got lights that hug things and that get stronger when things are, you know, if you're holding a light source. That didn't exist, or if it did, it was on very specific, like, PC games. Not to the general gamer. You had Sonic. And we know how Sonic looked. You had Mario, which looked a very specific way so that they could get away with lower quality. And you had, what? I guess GoldenEye's too old to compare it to, but you had, like, Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider didn't look good. It looked good at the time, though. So I think it may have been that everything else was on the same, like, low level that made it seem nicer. You know? You forgave a lot more.
Sure.
But now you have a game, like, any modern game, really. Any AAA game that's come out in the last 5 years. Even games that didn't come out in the last 5 years. Even, like, Skyrim. You look at Skyrim Special Edition. You go back and you play a game that looks a little bit like a potato, and it feels horrible. Because you don't remember it looking like a potato. You're like, oh, I know it was old, but I always thought it looked great. So, I think it's always, I think I experienced that more with PlayStation than I did with GameCube. So, I always considered GameCube to run games better, but...
Okay.
Like I said, I think it was probably the games that were available on it. I was playing games that were smaller, easier to run, that kind of thing. I don't know.
Like Animal Crossing?
Yeah, like Animal Crossing. I think all the examples, Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, even Sonic, you know, there were loading screens between everything, so it's not like you were loading like the KO or the Chow world at the same time that you were loading the level that you were playing as Sonic. You had to go through the loading screen for that, so it gave them an excuse. But God, I remember this. I remember the Sims 2 Pets. You would have just your house. You couldn't visit neighbors. You couldn't do anything on the PS2. It was just your house, and you would go into town, the town square. They had like They had this, it was like the pet square. So they had like a groomers, they had a toy shop, they had little ice cream and coffee stands that made petachinos and stuff. And loading that area would take 2 minutes. It would take 2 full minutes. And you could tell sometimes that it was going to crash the game because it would be loading and the music would keep playing, but the loading screen, like the little... the plumb bob would stop spinning, and you were like,
Oh, no.
uh-oh.
It's dead.
Exactly that. So, yeah. I don't have many memories of that on GameCube, so it's weird to go back and play a game like Magical Melody and to see it have those problems, because I did not... I would have told you without replaying it right now, I would have said, oh yeah, the game ran perfect, and I would have been a liar. Because you would have turned it on and you would have... It's not, like, super... It's honestly, it's not even that bad until you're doing well. That's the problem. It's like you have a full field of grass. That's where it gets screwed up, is it's trying to load the grass and the animals moving through the grass, because the grass moves when the animals move through it. It's not really basic grass, so that, like, killed it. And that's so sad. It's not a particularly taxing game.
Apparently it was, though.
You remember when the GameCube came out?
Probably like 03.
I can't blame it. Not when you look at what everything else was doing at the time.
Yeah, how much a PC would cost at the time.
Yeah. You couldn't legally play, like, those kind of games on PC. The Nintendo games. You couldn't. So,
no.
You would have to play it on the console.
Yeah, Sega often released their games on PC as well, but Nintendo never has.
I don't think Sonic Adventure came out on PC, but...
It might have. I don't remember.
Because that's when I found out it was on the Dreamcast, and I was very confused, because in the Dreamcast there was a secret area in the Dark KO, or Chow, choose your pronunciation, in the Dark Garden. There was this little area that was like, you went under a cave, and then it was like enclosed, and there was a little waterfall, and I wanted that so badly.
You're about to pass out.
I can see.
Okay.
Oh.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's the controller.
Understood. It just...
Timed out.
Yeah, it forced me into the menu, so I was like...
Oh, it did? Oh, well, that's strange.
Yeah, I didn't pause that. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, you gotta leave.
I was hoping.
Nope.
Da.
No.
You
No.
sure?
Just
Fine.
leave.
We got close this time. I am not used to this kind of slow progress. I usually have the mines done by the end of summer, year 2, but everything's a little bit slower. That's okay.
Doesn't seem like it's okay.
It's just, I'm trying to, like, think ahead to all the stuff we have to do in year 2. Like, we have to try to see people almost every day. And trying to also make money during that time period. I was hoping we could get, like, a leg up on a part of it during year 1. And we're not getting any legs up right now.
Yeah, you'll need, like, a big injection of cash, and you don't really have that right now.
No.
That's why I fish to start, because you can get a ton of fast cash, and you can just use that just to buy all of your animal stuff right out, and then you have constant money coming in.
You know, it's funny you say that, because I very specifically remember you complaining about me being better off than you in summer, and you feeling bad about it.
Yeah,
I guess.
in a gameplay when I wasn't fishing first. But
oh, okay.
My most recent gameplay I played in, I decided to do fishing first, and I ended up making so much money that by the end of summer, I had 2 fully upgraded animal enclosures.
Yeah, I don't remember that happening, but
Okay.
I know you can make a fair amount of money fishing, but I feel like that would be game breaking for it to be. Also, how do you get anything else done? Did you make any progress in the mines if you were fishing every day? You know, how do you get to the skull cavern if that's the case?
I don't really care about that kind of stuff, but like up until winter, I had only made it to like level 40. And the only reason I went into the mines was to get metal. I didn't like go in there for progress or anything like that.
So you neglected the other 2 skills.
What other two skills are that?
Combat and mining. Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Gotcha.
For
I
a while. That's what winter is for. For mining.
I wholly admit that I neglect the fishing skill. I'm not afraid to admit that because it's obvious. You guys will see. If you're huge fans of fishing, you're going to be heartbroken because I will fish starting in year 2.
Yep.
The only reason I'll fish in year 1 is if I think there's a possible way it'll match a bundle. Because it's a huge time sink at the beginning. Because your rod takes forever, you can't guarantee you're going to pull something quickly. So you're just sitting.
Yeah, you gotta get that rod upgrade pretty quick. And
that costs, what, 1,000 for the to go up to the fiberglass rod? I just bought it. It's not cheap.
Yeah, it wasn't like a ton of money, but in reality, the rod doesn't help that much. It's really your fishing skill you want to get up. So you just want to be catching fish as much as you can.
Yes, but on the lower rods, there's... Oh, man. I forgot today's the festival.
Flower festival?
Yeah, on the lower rods, you catch fish way more slowly, so your fishing skill goes up more slowly. You need the better rod, because you can get further out casting. It's... there's reasons to upgrade.
Yes, there is, but it's not as bad as you think. Like, the further out casting and the faster fishing and all that stuff upgrades faster with your skill upgrades. So
I understand, but you can't skill upgrade if you're not catching anything, is what I'm saying. I've sat for an hour and not gotten a bite, and then when I do get the bite, like at an hour 10, it's algae.
Sure.
That's a waste of an hour. To me.
You still get the fishing skill. It's just as good.
I don't know how the mechanics of the game work in that regard. I don't know if you get the same amount of points for catching algae, but I would be very surprised if that was the case.
You get some, but you get more if it's a fish, and you get even more if it's a perfect catch. Yeah. So you have to prioritize doing perfect catches. So fishing in places where there's less chance of rare fish, like the river, is good.
You're probably not gonna win this persuasion here.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm not gonna like fishing.
For my playthrough, it's the correct choice.
It's a good choice.
If you
there's no correct
don't agree.
choice. I agree that people make it that way, just like people make it doing mining instead. So, just different gameplay styles, but. And on top of that, you, with the mining, you can get the skull key and you can go to the cavern once you've got access to the desert, and then you can finish Mr. Key's challenges, and I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's something to do at some point, but I'll be honest, I've never done it.
I know, that's my point. We're playing a full game through, or a full game playthrough here.
A game through?
Yeah, we're doing everything. We can't really do that by sitting and fishing every day.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's no secret that the fishing mechanic frustrates me. Not to anyone who knows me. Maybe I'm just really bad at it, but the bouncing up and down thing, it drives me insane. It's definitely not anywhere in my skill set.
Yeah. It definitely takes a little bit of skill.
I've been told it's like it gets easier as you practice it. It does. It's never gotten easier for me.
You have to be able to anticipate based on what kind of fish it is, and not letting it hit the bottom of the scroll so it doesn't bounce is good.
I think it's pretty easy to tell somebody it's gonna get easier when it got easier for you. But as someone who's played 800 plus hours of this game and has never gotten better at the fishing skill, I'm telling you, I think it's possible to just be bad at it, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Having the special kind of tackles that grip it better, that's the only thing that makes it better, and that's the point of the tackles. So, I really just am bad at it.
Yeah, you just hate the fishing minigame, and I understand that.
I hate it because I can't figure it out. You know, I've tried really hard, and I was hoping it would be easier on Switch, but it's not. It's just as I don't want to say frustrating. It's just it escapes me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did you take a screenshot?
Yeah.
Thank you. I was gonna voice that. Cool. Axel really just...
Alright, that wasn't a Steam screenshot. I forget what button does that.
Oh, it's okay. It's got a screenshot. That's all I was hoping for.
No, it didn't save it, though.
Okay.
It was a print screen.
Okay. I'm, hoping to use it for the thumbnail. We re-upload all of our streams on YouTube, so... I thought about buying strawberry seeds, but they cost so much money, and I'm probably not gonna plant them until next year anyway. And once I do plant them next year, I'll be planting them in a greenhouse so that they can continue growing. So I think I'll just pass on that. They're not needed for any bundles or anything. We're not doing a remixed game, so the bundles do exactly what you think they do. Okay.
Go get those eggs.
It's time. I'm sorry I hate fishing so much.
It's okay. I don't take it personally.
Yeah. I like fishing in Animal Crossing, and like I said, Harvest Moon, and God, any other game that has fishing.
Yeah, any of the games that, like, it's a bobber and that kind of thing, I prefer that than, you know?
I'm also not good at, like, where you have, like, a thing.
Yeah, I know.
You got a bar, and then there's a little thing, like an arrow.
It scrolls back and forth.
Bouncing back and forth, and then you wait
to press the button
for it to land right in the specific area. I'm horrible at that.
You got pretty good at it.
I had to. Oh, we have it. What is Hat or Riot?
Hat or Riot.
What does that mean?
You need to buy the hat.
Well, you don't buy the hat. You get the hat from the Egg Festival.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, I'm getting the hat. Who do you think I am? I'm gonna crush these children into dust. I want to see them crying.
You're gonna Thanos those kids.
I'm gonna Thanos those kids. Snap them. I would snap, but my hands are on the keyboard, and I also can't snap. Thank you for being my snapper.
There we go. I can't do the frat boy snap. I knew someone in college that could do that super loud.
Frat boy snap?
You like flap your hand and your thumb like slaps the fat
like
of
dislocates?
your hand. What's that?
It like dislocates?
Oh, kinda. I mean, it's not really dislocated.
I know. I was making a funny.
A funny? A funny's a lot.
I thought that was an egg. Crush them children. That one's not worth it. Get out of my way.
Are you gonna lose?
No. I think I've already won. I think you only need like 7.
I think it's 7, yeah. Wow, you're so freaking fast.
I won't have time to get... I'll hide behind the building. Dude.
There's a few back here.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have the time.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, that's right. Go cry home to your... I was gonna say to your daddies, but... neither of those children
of these kids have their dad.
Neither of them have a dad. Oh, that's like the Batman orphan thing. You know, you can't say that. Batman bullying kids for not having parents.
Alright, no. Slap that hat on your old
It's
mug.
not Batman, it's Sonic.
What are you talking about?
It's the Sonic meme. It's like a really old Sonic graphic where he's like a oh shoot, he says something about like go tell your why don't you go tell your go bully a kid who's an orphan, because what are they gonna do, tell their parents?
Oh,
it's this really old graphic. It's
I've seen
horrible and I love it.
I don't think that's an official graphic.
It better be an official graphic. That's the only way I accept that. Somebody, you know. Also, we lost his mohawk though.
No.
Oh. This is a tough decision, my friends.
You have to wear it at least until you get the horse.
Can you see him blink? Look at his face. Something weird happens in there. There.
Oh, yeah, his eyes behind the mask are blinking.
That is disturbing.
You know your character blinks, right?
Not this character. He's wearing big old goggles.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I don't need to see, like, that's like seeing somebody blinking behind their really dark sunglasses.
I mean...
Or an Oculus.
You can't see that, though.
You have glasses, don't you dare. You can see that. If I can't see it, you can't see it. I've never seen someone blink behind sunglasses. People who wear sunglasses don't even have eyes.
True. They're just holes into their brain.
Is that where that goes?
I think so. I think that's how eyes work.
They're just directly connected to the brain.
Yeah, probably.
So when my eyes glaze over, because I'm, like, zoning, is it because I'm thinking really hard?
Maybe. I don't know.
Excellent. That or I'm having a stroke.
Plant, seed. Seed. Plant. Plant, seed.
I should have kept that potato. Or I should have kept the potato that I turned into the community center, because I won't be keeping this one. We say our farewell.
Goodbye, potato.
Godspeed, pilgrim.
You are going to be sold.
This will make us a little bit of a casholer.
Not much, but some.
Is that a little bit? Okay, so this is donate, and these are Gunther. And we don't really need to break these open. Breaking them open...
It's cost prohibitive right
well,
now.
it gets you seeds. But we already got the cauliflower seeds, so I think we'll wait till it's closer to summer, because you'll get melon seeds for donating.
Oh, so that's when we're going to break open all the geodes, the all the stuff to donate?
Yeah, towards the end of spring, once we have a bit more money. We don't want to use all of our money, because obviously using all of your money means that you then don't have
money
for seeds next season. You need that, so...
So, don't forget that we need either a gold cauliflower or a gold melon.
I know. That's why I have that fertilized ground. I'm hoping that we grow a gold cauliflower. We can't grow a gold melon in time. You would have to use
You have to use speed grow.
You would have to use speed grow and then hope a gold quality comes out of it, because you can't double fertilize. So, it's...
I have done it every single one of my playthroughs and it's worked.
See, I don't know how you do that.
I just plant enough melons. I plant 18 melons.
You're not a high enough farming skill to have that be a guarantee, though. I think you've gotten lucky in the 2 gameplays
I've gotten
where you've
lucky,
done it.
probably.
You know?
But, like, mathematically, like, 18 melons getting 1 gold star, it's a good chance.
I don't like that game of chance. I would much rather have all 18 of those spots be fertilized. But I know it's not... You can't, because the melons just don't grow in time.
Nope. Day after, unless you do speed grow.
Yep. So, we're hoping for a gold cauliflower.
I think they do that on purpose, so, like, you don't get, like, the best ending the first year. To be like, oh, I can do better next year.
Yeah.
But, maybe not.
It could be.
I say they, like it isn't just one guy.
Crazy man over at Concerned Ape. I'm a bush shaker.
Wow.
Can't help it.
That sounds illegal.
You're illegal.
You right.
What do we got, Gunther?
Probably the ancient seed.
Excellent.
And the recipe.
Thank you, Gunther, my good man. We'll drop this off and then we'll go back to the mine. And this time I think we will maybe get to 20. I'll see if I can find like a leak on the way. So we can fill our energy up the rest of the way. Maybe some cookies in the trash. I do love me a good trash cookie.
Are you Linus?
No.
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 Right, you hate Linus.
The difference between me and Linus is I would like a cookie from the trash, but if I don't get one, I won't die. You know, for a guy who claims he lives off of the valley and, you know, the berries and the natural forageables, the first cutscene you get is him digging through the trash. I don't believe him. It's not a choice. He's homeless.
It's urban foraging.
And then you're like, Linus, you can't dig through people's trashes like that. First of all, it scares them. Second of all, you're apparently making a mess. George says you've made a mess. So you're dirtying his property. You're just kind of a jerk, Linus. There, I said it.
Well, you've seen what it looks like when people go through like a dumpster and they're like looking for stuff.
Like you could clean up afterwards. It's just that usually the people who are digging through dumpsters don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
They're, you know, why it's not their property. They don't care. And then Linus is like, I don't believe in private property.
Don't believe him. Like, your belief of the law doesn't make it not true. Like, imagine if that worked, right? Like, I don't believe that killing is wrong, and then you just like you just get off scot-free.
It's a I think we should probably drop the topic soon because it leads to the controversial it's a political thing. You've seen the videos of the people who they claim that they're sovereign.
Oh yeah, the sovereign citizens. Yeah, that's a thing.
And they're like, you can't arrest me. You don't have a right to arrest me because I'm not a citizen of the country.
Traveling and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I understand. I've seen a couple of videos of people having interactions with the police.
But if you're driving a car that you purchased from a citizen, from a company that's run by the United States, you have to follow those rules. You will leave it there.
Yeah.
It's complicated. What we do or don't personally believe is obviously our personal beliefs, but I think regardless of that, I think Linus is just kind of selfish. Also, he's mean to you. Like, for the first 6 hearts, it's not the first
long time.
Couple hearts where he's like, are you here to destroy my tent? He says mean things to you, like accusing you of harassing him when you haven't ever done it, because you can't. The game doesn't allow you to harass him. Believe me, I've tried.
Yeah, you literally can't be mean to people in the game.
It's I don't know, it's an unusual choice. I don't know if Concerned Ape like disliked Linus and just had to put him in the game anyways because they wanted that character in the game or what, but it doesn't feel like he's meant to be likable, and I don't understand when people like him so much. I also would never want him on my farm. Like, Concerned Ape put in a cutscene where you can offer to have him move onto your farm, and he's very offended because he chooses the lifestyle. He doesn't need your pity. He doesn't need your assistance.
But he does.
But then he steals from everyone's stuff. I don't like him.
I don't like it.
It's just oh, yeah. We're gonna try that.
It is what it is.
We're gonna try that Switch controller.
Are you not liking the computer either?
It's way better. I'm not worried about trashing something by accident, which is something that is definitely superior with the keyboard in this case.
Yeah, you have to specifically mean to do that.
Yeah, you have to hover over the trash can, and while that is possible to do, and it's upsetting when you do it, you did it. It was your fault. But if I press the B button and then all of a sudden my thing has been trashed, that's a mistake. I don't think anybody trashes stuff that often, you know?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a quick key. Okay, we're going.
So complainy today.
I'm not complaining.
I get you a controller, you're like, not this one.
Yeah, I don't know why I assumed that it was going to be the controller that I'd been using, which I shouldn't have assumed, but you know, that definitely surprised me. And then I was like, oh, well, you know what, controllers aren't that different. It's probably not a huge deal. Also, Haley exists.
What?
What do you mean? Comment. What do you mean also Haley exists? Like, as a selfish person you don't like? Or like, Haley, she hot?
She's extremely rude to you for most of your relationship.
I haven't dated her, so I wouldn't know, but I believe that from my first few interactions. Yeah, she's kind of rude. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
She's rude to you if you're not dating her. She's like, oh, you're that farmer girl. You know, you'd be kind of pretty if you wore some makeup. It's like...
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Ouch! I'm wounded. She mean.
She's that girlfriend that doesn't understand your, like, hobbies, so she, at some point, tries to, like, understand by doing them with you, and she doesn't, really, but...
Gotcha. It's like the
She tries.
It's like the Hallmark movie where the woman goes to the hot cowboy's farm to help him ranch.
That's it exactly.
And then she's like crying because she's got mud on her boots.
She's got mud on her designer boots. Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Almost essentially. That's actually one of the heart events.
There you go. So Haley is the Hallmark character.
Yes.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, I've never dated her. All I know is Harvey disappoints me. Like Sam is as simple as he seems on the outside. Sebastian is not as emo as he looks and like his likes.
He like puts on a front because he's just sick of this town.
Yeah, it's not like he's not actually like emo. He's like, God, I wish people like respected the fact that I work on my computer instead of making it seem like I'm playing computer games all day. That'd be fucking cool. That's
yeah.
it. That's all he wants.
I mean, it's probably kind of hard to understand in like podunk town like this.
Of course it is.
That you're doing work on the fun machine.
Have you noticed that only like 2 of the people in town have computers?
Yeah, and the computer that Sebastian has is like a really old computer.
Of course. Jody did her best, but
yeah.
Apparently there's a cutscene with Jody where her ex, like, she talks about her ex.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So I guess he didn't, like, die or something. He's her ex.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest, I haven't really raised my hearts with non-dateable characters, so I haven't really gotten most of the events.
I've raised my heart with her just by coincidence because I'm dating her son most of the time.
I understand.
I usually pursue Sebastian, but, you know, I haven't, completionist her.
Yeah, I understand.
So, I'll be very curious to see a lot of these people's events. But Harvey disappoints me because he's just,
he's kind of sad.
He's like afraid of being confident, I guess is his thing. He's that guy. And so he's just like,
he doesn't hit that rock.
He doesn't believe in himself. Yeah, I know. He doesn't believe in himself, and he doesn't like think he's worth it. And then he's got a really cool hobby. He talks to planes. Like, he connects to their radio, and he gives them like ground control reports because he always wanted to be a pilot, but he's afraid of heights, and he's also afraid of flying. So it's like, I want to like him, but also it feels like having a kid. Like, it's like, all right, sweetie, we're gonna help you face your fears today. Let go. You know, ride your bike.
I understand.
I don't wanna date a child. No, thank you.
Sure, that'll get clipped out of context.
Yeah. Oh, 5-10 years in the future when we're massive creators, they're gonna be like, people were digging through Kay's past and found she made creepy comments towards children. It'll be like a Senior Palo reference or something.
That's it.
That's exactly what it's gonna be. And then of course it's gonna have to be a whole PewDiePie thing of a context matters.
Context matters.
Also, I am going to try to run to the center to break the boxes, but that ladder is right there, and I'm not wasting it. Because I believe if you don't break the boxes in this area, the next time, you come back, they'll be here.
And they don't regenerate?
No.
On the loot table? I'm pretty sure they're the same thing.
Oh.
If you don't break them.
That's fine. That's not what I was worried about. I was just worried about them being completely gone, because there'll be some hardwood in there usually. There'll be some interesting things.
Yeah, I had always gotten really bad luck with getting hardwood in these chests, or not chests, the barrels. I almost never get any. But then, like, the last time I played, or the most recent time I played, I ended up getting like altogether like 5 hardwood from multiple of these spiral levels. It's pretty good.
I think you just...
What?
I don't think you gave mining its fair shake. Because I've never had a problem with the hardwood here. There's always plenty to be had. Yeah, I got a few things. Let's pick up that ring first. The ring. Thank you. The ring.
The lid.
Yeah, exactly.
The lid.
Okay, we want those
good, you got a ladder.
amethysts. That is not enough wood to keep. Seeing as we're low on space, the stone can go. And then I think that's a lot of algae to eat. I think it'll just be bug meat.
That's so much bug meat!
I know that's so much bug meat. But you know how easy it is to come in here with a better weapon and just...
That's true.
Hashtag
Is that the slingshot?
slay? Nah, but my inventory's full. This is the... Is it the crystal dagger? Or no, this might be the steel short sword.
Can you make it back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Not by midnight, but...
Oh.
Nah,
That's right, you don't care about that.
He plays this game trying to go to bed by midnight so he gets his full energy back, but I've never once cared about that.
I need all my energy back in the morning, so I don't have to eat any food during the day.
There are so many leeks for you.
Ah!
Eat the leeks. Eat your leeks, George. He loves leeks and eggs.
Just likes hot pepper.
That's his favorite breakfast. And I think he
That's
only
strange.
likes hot pepper. It's not
He
a
doesn't
love.
love hot pepper.
Yeah, it's just good for his joints. That's what he does with it, by the way.
Hot pepper. Yeah, he just rubs it on his...
You laugh. I'm serious.
It's a salve.
That's what he tells you.
Oh, that's
He rubs
weird.
it on his joints because he's ancient and in a wheelchair. Don't judge him.
Yahoo!
Alright. Roots platter! Yay! The best meal in the game. That is 1 cave carrot and 1 winter root, and it supplies quite a bit of stuff, so it's a nice cheap eat.
I feel like the spicy noodle platter is pretty good.
The spicy eel is good.
Spicy eel, that's the one.
Same with the cactus fruit. Literally just picking up cactus fruit. It's a great refill, but...
You get so many of them from the Skull Cavern, right?
Not from the Skull Cavern, from the desert.
I thought you got the spicy eel from killing the little dragons.
I was talking about the
Oh, you're still talking about
fruit.
cactus.
Yes. Yeah, thank you, Evelyn.
She's just being helpful.
I know, she's being nice. She thinks I'm an incompetent farmer.
I
see
mean,
how it
like,
is.
you came from the city.
I'll have to run that bitch out of town. Oh, okay. I was making a joke.
Nah, I gotcha.
Cool. Okay. Worried you thought I was serious. I love Evelyn.
It's like being rude to grandma.
Yeah, that's me. Kicking grandmas and eating puppies. Wait.
Alright.
Hold on, that's not it.
Uh-oh.
Technical difficulties.
Uh-oh.
That's not what I meant to say. Okay, so what is that? 3? That's 3.
Make sure to put that cauliflower on that sign.
We'll have a full funeral later.
With honors.
Okay, one of these goes to the person who asks for it, Jody, and then this one is going to the community center. I think we already grabbed the green bean.
Yeah, it wasn't. I'm zooming.
There it is.
You singing the song?
This one's not copyrighted, so I mean, I'm sure it is, but I can sing it because I'm playing the game.
Yeah, I feel like most game music is safe on Twitch.
Most.
As long as it's not DMCA songs, like GTA plays on the radio.
Well, like Saikuno, he normally plays little Mario clips in the background, like the sound for like when he plays his Among Us streams. Just kind of chill background music. Same with, he'll play Animal Crossing music.
Yeah. I understand.
And all sorts of, farming games and stuff. Just nice, relaxing. Where am I going? Nice, relaxing stuff. Community center. But he can't do that now, because if he does it on YouTube, the Nintendo's going to take it down. So he apologized to his audience. He was like, "Sorry, not me. I love our chill streams, but I can't do this." So he is the not allowed. This is the furnace. Yes. This is mine. I will get those minecarts up and running in a week.
A week of game time or a week of real time?
Haha. Yeah. I can do that.
That'll be the problem.
No, it's
You
not.
haven't gotten to bats yet.
You can get void essences from the dark levels. Those little oh wait, no, they're not void essences. Hold on. You can get solar essences from the ghosts. I was thinking you got the void essences from those little shadow guys who crawl up from the ground, but I think they just drop coal. So
I don't think they drop void essence. I don't remember what drops them, I'll be honest.
There's the little shadow guys at the end that walk towards you really quickly, and the guys with the masks that shoot stuff at you.
Those guys drop void essence from what I remember.
And then
those guys are hard. They're at like 480 plus.
Those little angry, they look like little angry helmets with legs.
Do they?
They're like
they didn't.
They're like these little metal. They drop solar essence. Oh, so okay. Them and ghosts.
I see.
But not the ghosts from the Skull Cavern. They drop Omni Geodes, and I think they're new. I've never noticed them before, but I didn't think Concerned Ape added any creatures to 1.5 in the Skull Cavern. I thought it was mostly just for Ginger Island. So we see.
Yeah, the Omni Ghosts are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to pick a bunch of berries.
Yep.
It's berry day.
Is it? 15. I'll remember that.
I just mean there's a
Happy Berry Day.
Oh my god. Okay, thank you.
Okay, what's in the box? Yeah, I thought so.
Ah, yes, the better sword.
Way better. This is such a good sword. Okay.
Just throw that in the river.
Yeah, it's really not worth carrying, but I think I'll try to go 5 levels. And we'll see. We'll see if we can make it without filling our inventory all the way. In normal game, I try to not hit a lot of slimes because I would rather just run away from them and not fight them because I hate slimes and I hate the debuff or the slow, but
it's very annoying.
You also need slimes. You need lots of slime for starting up your slime hutch. To make slime eggs, you need 100.
That's true.
So, which we are doing. It is not really worth anything, but we doing everything. We doing everything, boys.
I'm sure you can make some amount of money from it.
For 100 eggs, or for 100 slime, you make an egg, and an egg is worth between 1,000 and 5,000. You make approximately 60 slime a day with a full slime hutch, so you can't even make 1 egg a day. So it's money, but
is that all it's for? You can't like make better slimes or anything like that?
No. You can have different colored slimes, and that's where the 1 to 5,000 comes from. It depends on what color egg you make. I believe the purple egg is the most valuable.
Oh, I see. So you start breeding them and then get to the purple slimes and start making eggs out of those.
Yeah.
I see.
But you're still only going to get 60 a day, and then that's 5,000 every 2 days or so. And then once you get 20, 20, 20, 20, and 20, then you'll have 2 days in a row because you'll get the,
Right. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
It's just, I think it was meant to be more of a fun thing to have like a little slime.
Like, ooh, I got slimes.
Yeah, look at my little slime ranch. This is Slime Rancher.
I understand.
But, also, they do damage, so.
Yeah.
You want the
ring.
Yeah, the slime immunity. I forget it's like the slime charmer ring or something like that. So you want to have that. And then some people will make elaborate fencing on the inside so that the slimes are all penned in where they can't touch them.
Right.
But they can still reach the water because that's what they eat. They eat water. So you fill up a trough with water and then they produce slime.
Okay. Interesting.
That's how it works. It's interesting, but it doesn't really lead to anything. And even if you had like multiple slime hutches, if you're trying to make a lot of money, it's not even an ideal way to do it.
And there's no artisan goods related to slimes?
No, I think people were expecting an update to that. Like,
yeah, it seems like an abandoned idea.
Make them more useful kind of thing?
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened yet, so. Give me your algae.
Oh, you destroyed the seed.
We got a ton still of the spring seeds, so I figure we can do without. Say goodbye to that fallen soldier.
Huh?
We can say goodbye to that fallen soldier.
What are you talking about?
The mixed seed.
Oh, sure.
Are you awake?
Yeah, I didn't know what you were talking about.
So I was just
I was so
talking.
confused.
Oh.
Oof. More wood.
Oh. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, let's eat the algae.
Well, the water retaining soil stuff isn't super great.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to make. I think it's just stone.
Yeah, stone and sap probably, but it doesn't really matter.
That's not enough slime for it to be worth it. The cave carrot isn't worth it. And it's not too much wood, I don't think. Let's take a peek. Yeah, 5 is. We can do without. Okay.
Yeah, just leave that.
Yeah, we just need to go down a level now and we're good to go.
You do need a cave carrot per bundle, so I usually
You get
one.
so many down here. There we go. I'm not worried. Let us go sell this rusty sword for 50 gold.
What about lettuce?
Ha. Oh, my ice cream is probably all melted.
Oh. Yeah, it's been a little while. Yes, the best sword in the game.
That's going...
No, don't sell it. It's way better than the steel. What is wrong with you? Do you want to die?
I just made 200 gold, babe. Check that out.
Wow. Excellent job.
You so mad.
I'm a little mad. That sword's way better than the one you have on you right now.
Nah, you
Yes,
wrong.
you don't know what
you
you're talking
wrong.
about.
Chat, you wrong. P.S. I'm calling you chat because I cannot read your name on the screen. It's just really bright blue.
It's Isaac.
Isaac, I know. I'm sorry. I've done you dirty. I've done both of y'all dirty. You love that sword.
Pepe hands.
200 gold, you guys. That's more than I made from my gold potato. See, wait. We're gonna be rich.
I know there's better
and
swords,
successful, and we're not gonna have any, like, thanks in the credits to the insect head sword. It's gonna be amazing.
Uh-huh. What do you have against the insect head sword?
I don't have anything against it. It's just not
Sounds
worth
like you
it.
do. You sold it.
No, it's not worth it. It's worth the 200 gold. It's what? It's 6 to 10? 8 to 10?
No, it's like double the damage.
No, I don't think it was double. Not worth it. Don't you worry.
I'm looking it up because
Okay.
I'm
You
steaming.
look up on your little phone. Well, I have mine open to the wiki if you wanted.
It's over there.
It's over there, he says. It's right here.
It's 10 to 20 damage. How much damage did your sword do?
Way more than that, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's why you sold it.
You know what? Maybe I'm playing on hard mode. You ever consider that?
Oh, then you should have kept the rusty sword.
That's fair. Too late though, I already sold it.
I mean, like, if you really want to play a hard mode, you could play with the pickaxe only.
What?
No sword. Use the pickaxe for damage.
You can't even go into the mines without getting a sword. I feel like that doesn't even make sense.
Oh no, as soon as you get the sword, you sell it.
What would make sense would be using the rusty sword the whole time. I'll give you that.
Okay.
But I already sold it.
Alright, okay,
And
alright.
I don't think you can buy it. I think it might be the one weapon in the game that once you lose it, it's gone forever.
Yeah, it's not sold. That's the only way you can get it.
Also, you know what infuriates me?
What?
Is you can't sell the slingshots. If you don't want them,
trash them now.
you can only trash them. People were complaining. They were like, I don't want this. It is useless. Give it away. But now, you still can't make money from it. It's still useless. Actually, it has a use now. There are golden coconuts on Ginger Island that you cannot reach without a slingshot.
Oh,
So it has a use. I won't be tossing it, but I will be begrudgingly putting it in a chest somewhere. It's fine. It's fine. Farm farm's a little bit of a fixer-upper. Cannot sing the song, though.
Yeah, that is DMCA.
Yeah. Disney mad because, aw. DMCA. That's it. Trying not to kill the saplings, because if they get big, then tree. And tree equals wood. But if I lose a soldier, Godspeed.
But as soon as you get, like, the tree fertilizer, you don't have to worry about that, like, ever again. Because it's just, you can grow so many tree that wood becomes the most plentiful resource you have.
I disagree. Tree fertilizer takes fiber, and if you've got a bunch of animals, you want that fiber to make grass starters. Otherwise, you're using your money for it, and
It's
you're...
so easy to get fiber.
Okay. I do like that they have so much fiber in the sewer cave area.
Yeah.
You can go in there and just chop a bunch up. That's always nice. But fiber's not a guaranteed drop. So.
Is it not? I
No.
think every time you hit it with a sword, you get fiber.
No. You don't always get fiber from those little plant thingies.
Mm. You probably get them from the seeds then.
Yeah, maybe. It's kind of like hitting a rock. Sometimes you get stone from it. Like there, I didn't get fiber.
With stones on your farm, you get a stone every time you hit.
Do you?
Yeah, it's the stones in the mines you don't.
You don't on the quarry.
Maybe not then.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you get stone much more often with overworld stone.
Maybe. That's not the kind of... I don't usually know those kind of stats. Because they end up being so minuscule unless you're playing the game on, like...
They're things you just notice. You don't, like, look up the percentages or anything.
You assume you notice, though.
You get stone from all those.
Seems like it, yeah. Well, that's at least a nice thing. Because... I don't know what happened between when I used to play and now, but I feel like I'm actually running low on stone for the first time ever, and it's disappointing.
I've always felt like I've run low on stone.
But you also never mine.
That is a problem, yes.
I still mine as much as I used to. I just don't, you know?
I understand.
That's disappointing to me. Did that Steam pop up on our stream?
Yeah.
We gotta fix that.
At some point.
At some point. We're gonna dox somebody we know by accident.
I think we have to get above like 10 followers first.
I know, but we're uploading them on YouTube.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to turn those off.
Yeah, it's just a notification.
I have them turned off on the Valheim server, so they don't pop up randomly.
Meanwhile, I am a hermit, and I have all of my gaming and social media profiles set to never show that I'm online, even if I've been online for 6 hours straight. I don't want you to know where I am, alright? Listen, I'm a hermit. And I crawl out of my cave to get some Ritz crackers, and then I crawl back, and I go back to gaming. If I wanted to talk to you, I'd talk to you.
I would just see that every once in a while, her playtime on Stardew Valley went up by like 10 hours.
He was like, oh, we never play any games together. You never get on. Wait, how do you have this much time in this game?
I must have left it on overnight or something.
Like, wow, you know how that is.
Yeah.
I was just running in one direction. Why don't you do that in Stardew?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it didn't log me off overnight.
We're gonna
So I didn't want to get in that login queue.
Oh.
Is it white snot?
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna toss that. Oh,
Please
you
don't.
lost so much.
I know. I barely ate any. I might have to get one after this.
I was like, do you want me to get you some ice cream?
No.
Okay.
Can't play and eat at the same time. Mayo machine.
There's two of us. One of us can take over.
That's fair. I don't trust you to mine, though, Fisher boy.
Yeah, I won't. I'll just go fish.
Yeah, if you want more, spicy takes, like, my take on fishing, my, other handle is the Controversial Gamer. So, that'll let you know. You ever, You ever think you're playing a good game the wrong way? Yes, you are. If you're not playing as a stealthy person who also bangs people's head in with a shield, you're wrong.
Yeah, you play RPGs weird.
I do play RPGs weird. It's fine. It works for me, alright? I want to have 2 very good proficiencies, and then everything else I'm okay being horrible at.
You shouldn't be allowed to be stealthy and wear heavy armor.
Yes, I should. You know why?
No, you should not be able to.
You know why? Because I'm miserable. Absolutely.
Here. No,
Hold on. Wait, let me finish my sentence.
No.
Let me finish my sentence.
Okay, keep going.
I am absolutely miserable at magic, alteration, and conjuration and restoration. I'm trash at them. I trade off. I put all of my points into, whatever I said before. Sword and shield.
Sword.
Yeah,
shield,
one-handed weaponry, shield, or block.
Block.
And you got your keys for.
Well, I'm gonna demonstrate a point. I'm waiting for you to finish what you're about to say.
Are you gonna hold me at knife point?
I don't have a knife. Say what you're gonna say.
I don't want to.
How,
you know what?
How could you be stealthy then when every time you move you sound like this?
You learn how to walk smart.
You can't. You're wearing heavy armor.
You know what else Sebastian loves? You know what he loves? Frozen tears. You know where you get frozen tears? Mining. Yep, that's the one. Also, you can't make sashimi until you have a kitchen, sir. Trust me, I dated Alex, and did you know Alex only has 2 loves, and both of them are hard to cook dishes? One is complete breakfast, which you can't cook till year 2, and the other one is, it's like salmon dinner or something like that, and it requires like rice and wheat, or not wheat flour, and it has like 6 ingredients, and it's like, how do you date him quickly?
Oh, what's hilarious is the, Leah really likes salads. That's like one of her loves. Mm-hmm. They're not that expensive from the saloon.
They're like 200.
500 or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but anyway, the actual like pieces you need for it are more expensive than the salad. So
buying it is still the better bet.
Yeah, and there's a part of it that you can't like make on your farm, so you have to buy it to get. I think it's vinegar.
Yeah,
you should be able to make vinegar.
You
like
should
the oil
all the
machine
things.
Or
Yeah,
something.
All of the things that you can buy, they should give you an option for making. Because otherwise, what's the point? What?
I agree.
I understand they're trying to make Pierre's general store like, hey, you should be able to go here, but he still sells all the seeds. And you can't make tree seeds. You can't, you can't make bouquets. Although you should be able to.
And like with like JojaMart, they say they have like really good prices, but everything there is more expensive than at Pierre's.
I wouldn't know.
Like,
I have never.
I was curious. I went into JojaMart.
Traitor!
I was curious.
Traitor!
They said they had coupons. I went in there. They lied.
You didn't have a coupon because you haven't been living here long enough.
Okay. Fair enough.
You get like an annual discount, like Costco.
Yeah, but everyone says like Caroline, I think Caroline. She says I have to go to JojaMart to get food for my kids because it's so much cheaper.
Yeah.
But like, it isn't.
It is because Pierre has to buy the ingredients from the farmers first, which you learn in if you do his new quest on the special order board.
Yeah.
I'm
interested to do that one
for 25 gold star crops, something like that.
I thought it was 100 gold star crops.
I don't remember how many it is, but
it's a lot.
He asks you for them, and then he tries to resell them in a bundle for $25,000 to Gus. He's like, "Hey, do you want some organic, farm fresh local vegetables for your meals at your saloon?" And Gus like, "Would I ever?" He's like, "Cool." He's like, how much does it cost? And Pierre's like, "Oh." And Gus is like, "I'm sorry, how much?" And he's like, "It's the great low price of 25,000 gold." And Gus is like, "I can't afford that, man. I'm going."
Sweat marker.
And he starts walking out of the room, and then Pierre's like, "No, what about 10,000? And it's like, you just admitted how heavy you were price gouging.
Yeah.
You just admitted that, sir.
It's like,
wow.
look,
I can't sell to you at cost. I gotta make a little bit of money.
Yeah, you gotta make 15 grand.
I know, that's a lot.
That's so much money.
What was cost, though?
However much he pays you for it.
Yeah.
I think he pays you for the vegetables that you sell. So I don't think it's 100, because that would be
That'd be so much money.
Yeah.
Especially if it's 100 gold star cauliflower.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly how the bundle works, but...
We got the basics down. We just don't have the number.
Yeah.
Isaac's being spicy.
He's spicy. Sashimi. It is like in the Harvest Moon games, it's a staple, which he made this game. Concerted made this game to be Harvest Moon, so I get it. And you had to have kitchen upgrades to make sashimi as well in some of them, but in other ones,
you could just make it in your personal crafting.
No.
I thought you could.
No, but your house came with a cutting board, and then you had to buy you had to buy a pot, and then you had to buy an oven, and then you had to buy
individual cooking pieces.
But you start with a cutting board, and that's all you need for any piece of fish on the cutting board makes sashimi.
I mean, have you seen sushi making kits? It's like it's just like a mat. That's it.
But in this game, you have
to... Get that mushroom. Kayla, did you see the mushroom?
I have to go that way in a second.
Kayla,
hold on.
Kayla, you need the mushroom. It'll make you big. Oh, wait. This isn't Mario. Hello, Mario.
Stop it. I'm gonna put you in the corner. Garbage.
Bonk.
No. That's not what this is. Don't mistake this. Unless you have those feelings for Mario.
Hello, Mario.
Look, to be fair, I got those feelings for Luigi, okay? The Wahoo is strong with that one, but...
Wahoo!
That's not DMCA claimable, right?
I don't think so.
You can still make impressions. How long before they start claiming that, too?
Isn't an impression just like the works of someone that does like vocal stuff, like of that version of like a cover, though?
Yes.
Isn't that kind of like the same thing?
Yes, but you know they still go after people who make covers, right?
I know, but like, I don't know.
Music industry greedy. Video game industry greedy.
Greedy.
They all greedy, and I get it. That's how you gotta
They
you
have
gotta
to
be
protect
greedy
their IP.
to make money.
Yeah, that too.
But like, look at Scott Cawthon, just as an example.
Man crazy.
Man crazy. Man has put out how many games? 8 games in the 10 games actually, I think, in the last 5 years, maybe the last 6 years. He's put out that many games, and then on top of that, he allows fan games and encourages fan games. He puts his assets out there for fans to use when creating their own fan games. Like, you don't have to like Five Nights at Freddy's. You can still respect that this man is letting them take his creations and make their own thing. He's not afraid of his thing becoming obsolete. He knows what he made is amazing.
Yeah.
He gets that. It's going to do well for a long time. Whether you like it or not, no one can argue it hasn't been successful.
It already has done well enough that it doesn't matter what he does now.
Yeah. That man is set.
Oh, I didn't mean like monetarily. I mean like the IP will endure.
Yeah.
Like, obviously even giant IPs can be killed by, or not killed as much as like people can lose interest.
Made obsolete.
Maybe.
I think that's what you're going for. Because they don't disappear, they don't die, but they are made obsolete.
They stop making new content for it, or like it becomes like they sell it off, that sort of thing.
Or they just start making worse content for it, and someone makes a better version of it. Like,
we're back to
yeah, full circle, baby.
Fair. I was actually gonna reference Sonic.
That's fair.
How?
Yeah. We don't talk about Sonic.
They kept making worse games, and then they sold to Nintendo, and then they kind of got restructured, the Sonic team. And now they still make games. Some are good, some are not.
They don't make new games, though. I don't think I've seen a new Sonic game. It's been, like,
There's
remakes.
Sonic Mania, which is a remake.
I would say it's not a new game.
It's an excellent game.
It's like a hub for replaying old game.
Yeah, it's Sonic 2 for the Genesis. There is new levels and new music and stuff, but it's more like a mod for the game than anything, really.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's not like Lego Star Wars episodes 4 through 6, and then Lego Star Wars episodes 1 through 3. That's completely new content. It's like they remade Lego 4 through 6, and then they added in like Rogue One. There's a little bit of new content, but it's mostly a remake of the original. You know?
That's like a Lego Star Wars. Like I think it's called like the Skywalker Saga. It's like all 9 movies built in, so like the levels from the previous games are packaged in.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not bad. I think remakes they're successful for a reason. People like them as much as they want to be like, there haven't been any new movies in the last 20 years. There have been new movies. You just prefer the nostalgia.
Yeah,
people love Jumanji. That's
really
why
true.
that's why they watched it. It wasn't The Rock, it wasn't Jack Black. It was because they loved Jumanji. And they knew the people who didn't love Jumanji might be like, well, it does have The Rock, and he's funny, I guess. That's exactly what they were going for.
He's really funny playing opposite of Kevin Hart. I think that's one of his best pairings.
I am astounded by my always most astounding pairing I didn't expect comedy-wise was
Will Ferrell
and Mark Wahlberg. I didn't expect that, man. I knew
that's where you were going.
I did not expect that to be as... Oh, they play so well off each other, especially because Will Ferrell isn't playing
his normal character.
I want to say Will Ferrell isn't playing his normal character, but his normal character isn't a character. It's like a trait, kind of like Adam Sandler, right?
Yeah.
Like Adam Sandler will play a loser, and then he'll play like a billionaire Hollywood guy, but they do the same things.
Yes.
They're same. They're not the same character, but they have the same undertones, I guess. Will Ferrell's the same way. He'll play the guy from Step Brothers. I can't remember his name.
I know what you mean.
He'll play his character in Step Brothers, and then he'll play the nerd guy from help me. No.
Because it's the same character.
We're not talking about Adam Sandler. We're talking about Will Ferrell.
Shit.
The movie with Mark Wahlberg. My brain just shut off.
I can't remember either.
Oh my god.
The other guys?
The other guys.
Yeah, it's the
what
other guys.
happened? Oh my gosh. Well, but Jim Carrey actually is Jim Carrey in all his movies.
That's true.
Like, he does the hoo-ah kind of thing the whole time. That's him.
Well, that's what he was really, really well known for before he even did movies.
Yeah.
So, just like, I would say that Jackie Chan was well known for doing stunts.
I would say Jackie Chan is usually the same guy.
Yeah, and Jackie Chan almost always plays the same character.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of has to not now because he's old, but...
He used to play the slightly funny kung fu guy. He wasn't like a laugh out loud comedian, but he wasn't also like a super serious, you know?
Yeah,
like,
most of his funny came from like misunderstanding things.
Yes.
You know, fish out of water sort of humor, which I love.
He karate chop hayas somebody in the head, and they just like stand straight back up and look at him. Yeah, and he's like
kung fu humor.
Yes,
like
that's his thing. But then he goes and does like that serious movie that came out. I can't remember, The Foreigner.
The Foreigner. That's the one.
You know, he does it occasionally, but for the most part, that's who he is he's the funny kung fu guy. And Will Ferrell is I think it's funny ultra committed. That would be the way that I would say it. He's very committed.
He commits to the roles. It's kind of ridiculous.
And no matter what character he's playing, whether he's an idiot or whether he's a genius, that's his thing, is he will say the same thing 30 times in a row with more conviction every time, even if he's completely wrong.
Are you just thinking about Elf?
No, I'm actually thinking about him talking about swimming out to the middle of the ocean to kill tuna. Killing a little tuna family.
I
I'm thinking about the other guys. Yeah. It's such a stupid movie.
It's very stupid, but I love it. It's so funny.
I'm very simple. And I like Jim Carrey. I really like Jim Carrey, especially in his early stuff, but...
Did you like The Mask?
I never saw The Mask, actually.
It's good.
It freaked me out early on. Like, I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be scary or not.
Kind of.
and I'm such a big wuss.
About as scary as Batman.
Okay, listen, Luigi's Mansion was scary for me.
Yeah.
That was a game I didn't want to play because I was worried there were ghosts in it. It was going to be scary.
I mean, similar level of scary.
I figured.
Like, that's kind of what they were going for. That, I forget his name, but the style of that old Batman movie. What
Yeah, you're talking Jack Nicholson as the Joker?
Yeah.
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 That face. The big eyes and the... Yeah, you know the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how the mask feels. I'll give you that.
You getting up to go to the bathroom?
I'm just gonna go grab a Pepsi. So.
Okay. I can play for you.
My shoulders are tense, so I want to do a little shoulder roll when I'm walking.
You want me to play for you?
Not really. You can just entertain our 2 viewers, Isaac and somebody else.
That's us.
Oh, is it us?
Yeah.
We're our only viewer.
Yeah.
That's so cute. I thought you were logged into our account.
Yeah, you count as a viewer if you're, if you're looking at the chat.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a thing.
Well, you can interact with the chat, so you are one of the viewers, technically.
Okay. You did a great job entertaining while I got up.
Yeah. How you doing, viewer? You come here often? We got more viewers now. Check that out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got up. They saw tummy, and they're like, ooh.
Y'all like fish?
Because we're not doing it here.
Nope.
Baited.
Nah. No fish, no crab. You know what? I'll do crabs because there are crabs in the mine.
Crab.
Rock crab.
Crab. People.
I'm just afraid to make any references, you know that?
You can make references, just don't sing.
That's half of my personality. I don't have...
Learn that recipe. Learn that recipe.
I already know it. It's a rerun.
You don't know if you know it.
Coleslaw.
Do you know how to make coleslaw? You know how to make coleslaw? How do you make coleslaw? Tell me right now.
It's like this white stuff that you mash up. Kind of looks like baby food.
Oh my god.
I'll be honest, coleslaw grosses me out, man.
Just hundreds of thousands of southern viewers are just like, how dare you demean my coleslaw? I like a good coleslaw, but most fast food coleslaw is garbage, and I hate it. It just tastes like vinegar.
Why would you make that like the starting line?
What
Would be like, I love fish, but fast food fish is, not the best representation. Obviously not. Fast food is the worst representation of any given food.
Some people like fish so much that Long John Silver's isn't even that big of a deal to them. They'll go get garbage fish. You know?
I think it's a little scary. You already have to be suspicious when you're going to Red Lobster and you're like, how old is this salmon? Because
especially in the desert.
They do get, I know, that's what I mean. They've got fresh fish, they say. But, did it arrive this morning via shipping? Did it arrive overnight? How long has it been in that truck? It's clearly not fresh caught, They didn't walk down to the market and pick it up. So,
with freezer
that's what
trucks,
I mean.
Fresh caught is, it could be, a while.
I know. And so that's what I mean. So if you already are going to a nicer place like Red Lobster and getting salmon, now imagine where the fish from Long John Silver's, that's coming out of the freezer. That's been in the freezer for 6 months.
That's also heavily processed.
That's a fish stick.
I'm most worried about going to sushi places in the desert because where's that coming from?
That's raw fish.
Yeah. If it's cooked fish, I don't really care. It could come from, New England, and that's fine. You know what I mean?
Nah.
I mean, you don't like fish, which I understand.
Yeah, but I think I'd like fish even less if I knew it was stale.
That's true.
I feel like stale fish is not something you want.
Well, they flash freeze it, so, there's no time for any crystals to form in the actual, meat tissue, so when it defrosts, it's exactly the same as before they froze it.
Careful, we're starting to challenge food theory here with all our food facts.
Freezing tech is very, very far along these days.
Hey y'all, anybody watching Golden Corral? I should know before I ruin it for you. Any of you like Golden Corral? Or Golden Corral affiliates? I don't actually know what other restaurant chains are tied to it, but
Sponsor us, Golden Corral. That's the only thing.
that's
that
the
can
only
keep
thing
us...
to save you from my bad mouthing. All right.
Oh. The lighting changed before the smoke rolled in.
It got brighter.
That's funny. Oop, I can see that spooky man.
Facing the wrong direction.
Is this your death?
Kill me. Nah, I'm fine. I can see that other guy coming.
There's more bats.
Yeah, I know. Oh, this is not good.
He's about to come into the light.
I see.
And if only you had an insect head.
Yeah,
sword.
that would make everything fixed. Oh my god, okay, it just got really dark. Okay, it just got really dark, thank you.
Has anyone noticed that the hurt sound from this game is the same as the one from Terraria?
Oof. Isn't that Roblox?
I can't make the sound because I'm not like an 8-bit man, but like, yeah, oof is from Roblox.
Okay, we did not get a response, so I'm hoping everybody in the comments is not that connected to Golden Corral, because I keep through on my promises to slander, and slander away I shall. Golden Corral was investigated in the, god, at this point, what, the, like, mid-2000s? Late 2000s?
It was quite a while ago.
It was a while ago, so they could have fixed things. I haven't seen a Golden Corral in a while, so I'm thinking it may have done its damage, but...
I think COVID killed Golden Corral.
I mean, not, like, within the last year. I don't think I've seen one in, like, the last 3 years.
Yeah, fair.
I don't see them around
Go
anymore.
on.
So Golden Corral was investigated with one of those undercover boss shows. And I don't think it was Undercover Boss, but it was one similar. And they found that at a bunch of Golden Corral locations, weirdly, they were all doing the same thing, but it's not like it was a note from management. So they couldn't figure out why this was happening, even though they went undercover. These restaurants they're built in a way, because Golden Corral is, I guess, like, kind of a buffet style.
It's buffet.
They don't have enough space for all the food that they want to provide. So before they put it out, they have it in the back. And by in the back, I mean outside. And when
the dumpsters.
When I mean outside, I mean like in the back area where no one can see it or steal their food, which means the dumpsters. They were keeping their food on these, like, food trays out by the dumpster. And this was happening at multiple locations, and the people running the show could not figure out why this was happening, because no one could tell them why. They were just like, why are you doing it? And they were like, I don't know, we don't have enough space. I was like...
And to be fair, they didn't, because they tried to make too much food. Like, too many different kinds of food.
Yes,
so, like,
and they had no space to keep it.
Yeah.
So they were like, all right, I guess we'll keep it outside. That's the
that's the
choice.
solution, right?
That's the solution. So there were flies, and, like, you live somewhere like Arizona, it's too hot. You put your food outside, do you know how much bacteria? No, thank you. So that was a huge thing. It was a huge scandal, and they couldn't figure out why, and...
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Isaac. The only buffets I like are Chinese buffets, and I haven't been to one in probably 3 years.
I like salad buffet plate. Well, I say that
Yeah.
like I've been to multiple.
You've been to Sweet Tomatoes, and that's done now.
They're closed now, so
Yep.
maybe I'll try another. I know there's like a quick salad pull through. It's like a Dutch Bros, but for salad.
Salad to go?
I can't remember what it's called. It opened somewhat recently nearby, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's salad to go. It doesn't matter what it's called, but
I'm
You'd probably like
curious, because I guess it's just you pick what you want in your salad, and then they make you a little salad. They put it in like the freezer to make it really cold, and then they put it in a container, and you walk away with it.
makes sense.
Like I'd be super cool with that, but when it comes to cooking food and putting it out in a buffet style, I could see that leading to a lot of problems.
Like, even before people were like hyper conscious of like touching things
Yes.
and coughing on things,
Well,
like
just
they are now.
cross-contamination.
Yeah, because like they've got some cooked pork next to some cooked chicken, and like the spoons are just out. It only takes 1 second to have that spoons in the other one, you know?
And it's fine if they're cooked.
It's
but
fine, I guess.
where were they prepared?
That's true.
If they're this close together out in the buffet, how much space do you have in the kitchen? How are you?
Yeah, exactly.
That's where my concern comes in. Is I was in a culinary class in high school, and one thing that they really heavily emphasize in culinary class is how dangerous food can be if it's not properly prepared. That's something that a lot of people don't think about. You don't get trained that in fast food. They will break a few OSHA compliance things.
Absolutely.
Or not OSHA. What is the? No, it is. That's health and safety.
Yeah, I think that also covers food prep.
Yeah, it's they'll break the rules. They're a fast food place. They're not about that. But a nice restaurant or a buffet where you're serving a slightly higher class, you're not doing $2 a burger, you're doing $8 a burger.
Well, it's like $10 a person to sit down, something like that.
Yeah,
I forget exactly.
And it's unlimited food. They thrive off of the people who come in not realizing that they're not that hungry, and they have very little food.
Even if you're the person that's there for 4 hours just eating and drinking and eating and drinking, they still make money off of you.
Yeah.
Their margins are ridiculous, especially if you drink soda.
What's really funny? I really recommend if you maybe not Isaac, because Isaac dislikes buffets so strongly.
Yeah.
But if you're ever interested in trying a new buffet somewhere, I heavily recommend the buffet at the Excalibur Hotel. It's like a breakfast, like continental breakfast kind of thing, but it's a buffet place. So they have seafood, they have Korean, they have American, they've got Southern.
Well, that's in Las Vegas.
It's this gigantic building, and then in the middle they have an ice cream bar. And you know what? That ice cream bar is open 24 hours a day. So you go in for your breakfast, you have an ice cream with your breakfast. That's my kind of place. You know what? Don't judge me for when I want to eat my ice cream. If I want to eat it right after I wake up, right after I put that toothpaste in my mouth, that's going to be me, all right?
I heard a lot of buffets in Las Vegas are like that.
They're amazing.
The only time I've been to Las Vegas, I was actually a kid, so I don't remember.
I've only been once.
An actual kid, under 4 years old, so literally no chance of remembering.
It's funny, all of your adventures have happened when you were too young to remember
That's
them.
because that's when my parents had money.
Yeah. I would have gone to I took him to the Grand Canyon, and he was like, I've never been here before, and I was talking to his mom the other day, and she's like, what is he talking about? I took him to the Grand Canyon. Oh, he was probably too young to remember. It's just I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, to be fair, I had the same thing. My parents took me to, we went to see my...
Disneyland.
Well, yeah, but we went to see, my grandma in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And, we were in her house, and she was babysitting us, and her basement flooded. And she had stores of food in the basement, and the water got to it. And so the very distinct memory that Larissa, my sister, had, I didn't have the memories because I was
too
young.
Off the floor.
There were noodles. There were noodles just floating around the basement because it got to a noodle box and all the noodles came out. And so Larissa remembers calling for Grandma because she went to go into the basement
hilarious.
And she found a bunch of noodles just floating around. She was like, Grandma?
There's noodles in the basement.
Yeah. I wish I remembered that. That would have been such a cool memory, but I was a wee bab. All I remember is somebody peeing off the side of a little boat. Like one of those boats that's boat shaped. It doesn't have a sail or anything. It's boat shaped, and you sit and then you use the paddles on the side. I don't know what kind of boat that is technically.
Like a rowboat?
Yeah, kind of.
It didn't have a motor?
It fit 10 people, and it may have had a motor.
Okay.
Or it may have had a motor. It was 5 people.
That's a lot of people.
It was 8 adults and then 2 kids.
That's a giant
2 babs.
boat, my dude.
So, but it may have had a motor. It was not a fancy boat, though.
Okay.
And so we were out on the middle of the lake, and somebody had to pee. Some man had to pee. So he literally just stood up, and I remember everyone screaming because they didn't want the boat to topple. And he peed out the side of the boat.
That's
I was
funny.
like, this is Minnesota.
That seems about right.
That's all I got from them.
What I've understood, yeah.
Minnesotans are... I apologize if... I don't know who the other viewers are. I know Isaac's there, but whoever else you are, I apologize if you're a Minnesotan. My family has given me a very clear idea of what Minnesotans are, and it's hard to get away from that image. So, it's drinking and fishing.
Yep.
It's drinking and fishing.
Well, it doesn't help that all media kind of reinforces that.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's not like they're not.
You're okay.
They're not like simple folk where like, you know, they can't hammer a nail into a piece of wood, so they like duct tape it. They're not that kind of simple people, but they're simple in that, you know, all they really care about is very basic thing. Fish and drink, and they drink because it's too cold. That's what I've been told. So
well, a little bit of a hard alcohol in the cold will like warm you up a little bit.
That's their reasoning. Is Minnesota is, you know, ass cold all the time, and they do ice fishing in Minnesota, which is literally you sit on a chair on top of ice
You have to
with
move the mouse
a
all the way back
thing.
over.
Yeah, I know it's sliding.
You're good.
You sit on top of ice with a pole just in the water, and it just sits there, and you sit there for 8 hours. It's not like
Because the
fishing.
fish are asleep.
Yeah.
Because the water's frozen.
The bobber's just in this little hole that you've cut out this little circular hole of ice, and you're just hoping that something comes by.
Right.
That's a hobby. That's like watching grass grow or paint dry. That just, I don't know, maybe I just hate fishing.
Yeah, I was about to say, you hate fish? You hate fishing in games? You hate fishing in real life?
It's an evolutionary thing. I'm really threatened by fish people. That's it. Alright, my people were decimated by the fish people of... I'm sorry, are you okay?
Are you part Atlantean?
Kirakakash. I don't know how her name's pronounced, whatever. I'm Kira. I'm just way less tan.
Where's your white hair?
I know. You know what, that was because she got the bad touch.
Oh, stop.
Not that kind of bad touch.
Oh, right. From the laser.
No, if you're reading H.P. Lovecraft, isn't it the
Stared into the void.
well, I was thinking it was the snake people, or not the snake people, the lizard people. Or is that not HP? Who's lizard people? Whose idea is
I don't know
that?
what you're talking about.
The lizard people.
In the middle of the earth? Lizard people?
Whose theory is that?
That's Doctor Who.
That's Doctor Who?
Yeah.
What? Are you telling me?
Reads H.P. Lovecraft once.
Are you telling me that people actually believe... Not Mark Wahlberg. Facebook.
Oh, the lizard people? I don't know.
That can't be... Is that really a Doctor Who thing? What the... Okay. Now I'm mad. I'm mad. The stream's over. Go home. There's nothing to see here. Just an angry, angry lady. Yeah, it's
yeah,
fair.
it's Zuckerberg.
Thank you, Zuckerberg. I was like, my brain was really stuck on Mark Bishop, which is not right. Isn't Mark Bishop the LA Noir guy who runs the mermaid store? He's being all rapey.
I don't remember.
I think it's Mark Bishop. It's just not Markia. You know the commercial. The radio one? Yeah.
Doxing us.
Oh no! People will know we live in the desert. We definitely didn't complain about the desert. We live in the desert. Specifically, Death Valley.
We didn't...
We live in a hole in the ground in Death Valley. Are you tired of me trolling yet? Yeah.
What were we talking about before?
I guess it makes sense for H.P. Lovecraft to inspire fish people thoughts, because the creatures in the deep. So I could see that. I never really thought of fish people as a Lovecraft thing, but that's fair. I mean,
it might be. I don't know too much about Lovecraft.
I'm weirdly threatened by dolphins and whales. That's all I know. Whales have weirdly intricate social pods. Like, they'll leave one of their baby whales with another pod to be raised by that pod if they know there's danger in the area. So they literally, like, you know what? That's fair. Look into it. You know, in Narnia, they put the kids on the trains and they send them away so they don't get bombed.
Yeah.
Whales do that with their kids. That's concerning. That's a weird level of intellect, you know?
It's much more than just like pack mentality.
Yeah.
It's like thought.
It's like...
Which is strange to think about in a non-human.
It's
like,
weird to think about in such
animal.
a big creature, too.
Yeah,
Like,
very large.
can you imagine if whales wanted to kill us?
Yeah,
We'd be dead.
What's even stranger is like, what if like intelligence like on like brain size, not just like complexity, was like scalable.
Yeah.
Like it would be with like a computer. So like a whale brain that's the size of like a minivan. Like you know?
Yeah. No, they concern me. And the dolphins are just too intelligent for their own good. And they're also they're
extremely rapey.
Well, they present a lot of like negative human traits for no reason. Like they'll steal from each other. They like will do sex things. Like rapey sex things.
Monkeys will do that too. Like they'll steal.
Yeah, but it's usually for reasons. It's for like I'm hungry. It's dolphins will do it, and
that's true in a
they're
roundabout way.
They're not sure why. That's the problem.
Fair.
Is we don't really understand what dolphins are doing, and that just orcas.
Yeah, orcas. They're a little scary how much they're.
Yeah.
How much thonkin they do.
So I'm a little more threatened by whales and dolphins than the average person, and I'm not afraid of them. Like I'm not. If someone wanted to go whale watching and really had nothing better to do that weekend, or I really had nothing better to do that weekend, I'd go with them. It's just sitting on a boat and staring at the water for 4 hours in the cold sounds like not the best time. But I'm not like afraid of them. I'm threatened by their intelligence in a sense that I don't think we really know what's going on there. Like,
well, they don't have any way to tell us what they're thinking about.
We don't have any way to understand it.
No.
So.
This is really funny. This is...
Are you going to talk about Stargate?
No.
Okay.
This is like the basic plot of a Star Trek movie.
Oh, God. Wrong star!
Wrong star!
Next it'll be Star Wars.
Star Wars doesn't do too much thonkin. It's mostly just a fantasy movie with space instead. Like, just replace everything in Star Wars with like the medieval equivalent, and it's the same movie.
That's fair.
Like, you can't really do that with Star Trek. Maybe new Star Trek, maybe you could do that because it's not too much of a thonkin movie, more of a shooty bang bang kind of movie.
Oh, so Star Wars is like it's like Game of Thrones because it's got that brother kissing.
I mean, that.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Kayla, please, you're triggering me.
You don't like me comparing Luke and Leia to Cersei and Pretty Boy? Pretty Boy Lannister. Jamie.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna help you.
Spoiler warning for the first episode of Game of Thrones. I'm pretty sure it's one of those Harvey Weinstein open secrets at this point.
Open secrets.
But
yikes.
There's some brother kissing.
What a stream! Bringing up Harvey Weinstein. Woo! Oh boy.
We're definitely not your average pair. We could talk about basic stuff.
Yes, beep boop, stock market, buy GME, hold.
That's not what I meant. Lady Dimitrescu.
Big lady.
Big lady. And Hooney Pop.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I shouldn't say that on Twitch,
Yeah.
should I? Oh, they're gonna pick up on that. Oh no.
I don't actually know if Hooney Pop 2 is not allowed. I know the first one is a banned game.
You know what? Actually, I'm not pronouncing it the way that they expect me to pronounce it.
That's true. It's supposed to be said a different way.
Yeah.
Because they've actually said it in the game now, which is fucked up.
Yeah, but if Mark wants to keep saying it wrong, we will join him. Take me into battle, my liege.
Please get the glow ring. Please.
We're only in these dark levels for another 4. At 40, it turns to ice.
I'm so scared.
I'm fine. Come here. Come here.
And by the way, this isn't a compression thing. We can't see them any better than you can.
Yeah, it's just dark. It's like that meme that's like, stop making TV shows dark and gritty. I can't see what's going on.
Especially when they're like streaming, because that just ruins all the dark levels. And everything's the same color at that point.
And everything's kind of gray.
Yeah. I think people were complaining about an episode of Game of Thrones in the last season that was mostly in the dark. They're like, just watch the newest Game of Thrones episode, and it's just a black screen. I mean, fair. I just mean the second one has, like, a censored mode.
So does the first one. There's a safe for work mode.
Fair. I was just thinking that I think the first one doesn't have the safe for work version on by default.
Gotcha.
But that might be one of the games where you have to download, and then you have to download the patch to get the H scenes, like
Look,
most visual novels.
I'll be honest with you, I think it's a smart business move for Twitch to not allow a game like Honey Pop.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't be surprised if the second one is just auto-banned. It wouldn't
It's
surprise me. They are technically a private company. They can block certain games. Well, it's disappointing because I'd love to see people who are good at the game, because Markiplier's not good at the game right now.
He's very bad.
And he's the only playthrough I care about right now. It's fine. Maybe I'll play it. I think you're much better at Candy Crush than I am, so...
I played the first one.
Yeah. Got that prep ready. Come on! I've got too many levels to go. It's fine. Just leave the mine. If they...
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's the, all of the booby games, we'll call them.
Booby games.
Yes, I think that's a fair thing to
There
title them.
is other streaming software for 18 plus sort of content.
Sure, but it's not...
It's never will be as big as Twitch, just because Twitch is the mainstream. It's just how it is.
Just like YouTube is the main video hub, people have
Yep.
tried to make competition. I mean, look what happened with Mixer.
Yep.
Oh, Ninja.
I think Mixer spent literally all their
God.
money on Ninja.
They were really hoping.
Every cent they had.
They were really hoping. It's fine. There are some games that I think it's okay to be, like, best enjoyed by yourself. That's probably okay, right?
Yep.
And Honey Pop is one of those. Just make sure you lock your door so your mom doesn't come in. And she does try to come in, tell her that you are praying to God and you wish to be alone while you do so. That's always acceptable.
Yes. You're praying to two gods.
Two very large gods.
Very large gods.
Have I mentioned Lady Dimitrescu?
Not the last couple minutes, so you can say it again.
I mean, I'm kind of with you on that. Have you seen the new mechanics for the second one?
Yeah,
you can drag to across the board.
Yeah,
the
it's
stamina
not just
mechanic.
the right next to.
That's
Well,
nuts.
stamina doesn't have anything to do with how far across the board it goes. It's how many you match together. So the bigger matches
I was
take more
misunderstanding
stamina.
that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So if you want to make like the big crazy plays, you need to have a lot of stamina on that lady.
I'm trying to remember how Homescapes works, because I played hundreds of hours of Homescapes, and I think that was I just can't remember it at all. I think it was a match 3 type game.
It was a match 3 type game, but it had a lot of power-ups. A lot of power-ups.
It's one of those games where, because all the ads were like the solving the puzzles, where it's like, you have to crawl through this tunnel. Do you lift this chain and let the rocks fall on your head? Or do you shift the rocks this way first? That's not in the game. I mean, it's in the game now because people sued them, but it's weird. That's all I can remember, and that wasn't gameplay. So my brain just erased hundreds of hours of that. I don't know why. It was like going through the dump load. It was like, dump that. We don't need it. She's probably not going to re-download that game ever.
That's funny.
So, it's useless now.
I mean, did you ever play Bejeweled?
I didn't, but my mom did, so I have an idea of how it
Yeah.
works. I just never played personally.
I played a lot of Bejeweled, and so did my mom. It was like, it was an allowed game. I mean,
Yeah.
not allowed as in like I wasn't allowed to play anything. It's just like, it was clearly like not brain numbing.
I
Like,
understand.
you had to use your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So she was okay with me playing that more. So
You see the quality of these cauliflower?
I do. You haven't gotten a single gold one yet.
Uh-huh.
You're very unlucky.
I think you are misremembering all of your previous playthroughs because you haven't played in a long time.
Gaslighting me?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. What of it? Fight me, scrub. Ah! Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing?
I remember in, like, Wrath of the Lich King, the queues to get into dungeons were so long that someone made a add-on that you could play Bejeweled in-game while you were just waiting for your queues to pop. So you'd be sitting in Dalaran just on your mount and waiting for your queue to pop, and you're just playing Bejeweled. And you didn't even have to alt-tab out a game.
Oh, wait, I actually kept one. Oh my god.
Back in the day when it was strange to have more than one monitor. What are you doing?
You know it's still...
You're having a hell of a time.
I am having... my brain just... It did a weird thing where it didn't shut completely off, but it was just like... I can't explain it. It's fine. I'm fine.
Do your hope.
How dare you? Yes. Wait,
oh, there it is.
I don't know what's happening right now. Okay, everything got really slow for a second, and it's like my brain hasn't caught up. My brain...
Are you thinking about Lady Dimitrescu?
You know what? I don't need you to judge me. It's a power thing, okay?
It's not a sex thing.
Not a sex thing. Get out of here, man.
I saw this meme of Lady Dimitrescu. I sent it to Isaac, and it was just her standing, and, you know, she's large. And... it had, like, this dotted line from her eyesight to, like, past her large chest.
Uh-huh.
And it's, like, a person was standing underneath her, and it's, like, he was in her blind spot, because she couldn't see down.
Excellent.
Pretty funny.
I feel bad for those other witches. You know, they're not getting any love. It's all about Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah, it's, like, extra, like... feel weird and sad because
one of them died.
One of them is dead.
Yeah.
Like the actual actress.
I don't remember. Was it cancer?
It was a type of cancer, if I'm remembering correctly. Don't quote me on it if I'm not.
I'm going to, when we upload this, I'm going to put it in the description so people will hold you to it.
No, please.
CJ says
I can't be held accountable for my words.
Also, I'm a little bit of a scrub when it comes to the stream setup over here, so I just keep glancing over and seeing the pretty little the little bitrate line on the stream manager, and it's just very nice. It's teal. I figure when things are really bad, it'll turn red and blink, and it'll be like a heart rate monitor. It'll be all over the place. And
I don't actually know. Our internet's been pretty stable so far, so it's been okay. I think it spikes in bitrate when it needs more bits to encode, like, the video.
Getcha.
So, if we had, like, a bunch of confetti on the screen or something like that, the bitrate would go up pretty high. From what I understand of video compression.
Yeah, I
like
like
very much.
I like it. It's a pretty little line.
It looks very cool.
It's all teal.
Teal.
Wow.
It's a good color.
Yeah, it's not cyan, but you know what?
As my dad would say, that's a nice color of Cadillac.
Car.
Yeah, okay. I know there's more to life than car.
Look at all of this, CJ.
You should make copper tools.
Nah. That'd be ridiculous. I'm gonna sell it.
Hey, you have so much. You need to.
I refuse. Refuse.
Oh no, now we're in the payload.
Now we're in payload territory. Oh god, help us.
There's a YouTuber that makes these animations of video games we like, specifically of Undertale, because that's one of our favorite video games. They're extremely humorous. I would recommend a watch. His name is Senor Pelo, so like SRPELO.
And he's more than that. He's not just he's an animator with his own like comedy series that he makes. So he's not just video game stuff, and he doesn't upload like every single day. So he's
it's animation. It takes a long time.
So he's a good guy to be subbed to. He won't blow up your box or anything.
Yeah, it's not like being subbed to like PewDiePie, where like your entire sub box is videos from him, pretty much. Although he doesn't upload as much as he used to, or am I just misremembering?
Him, Jacksepticeye, and Markiplier have all gotten to a point where they're comfortable with their audience and
That's
the people who will stick around if they leave. So they get, if they want to go on a break or if they want to miss an upload one day because they're not feeling right, their fans aren't going to disappear.
They can certainly like take the hit. Like it's both like monetarily and like letting the fan base like float for a bit.
Yeah, it's more of a community thing. They've found the people that they really like.
Yeah, that's true.
And the people who are not unreasonable and are like, hey, guess what? You can have a sick day. You can have a day off.
Yeah.
Think of any other job. Can you imagine if you weren't allowed to have a single sick day for, God, how long has PewDiePie's been doing this for over 10 years? Let's say for PewDiePie, if his fans were like, 7 years in, we're like, what? You're taking a day off? No, that's illegal. That's unreasonable. Just because you like the content and you're used to seeing it every day doesn't mean that it's reasonable for them to keep doing that.
And there is a lot of jobs out there that they won't offer paid vacation at all.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
You'll just, but they usually like offset that by paying you a little more. So like when you take your vacation, you're not
covered.
getting paid for that day, but you have gotten paid a little bit more for all those previous days.
That's what.
Then it's like a moot point.
Yeah,
at that point.
That's kind of that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
My job doesn't give a lot of vacation or sick days because the kind of job we have, you kind of just need to be in all the time. So if you're gonna take like a planned leave, you do take the hit, but you're making enough money for the fact that you're essential to the business. You're not like just there for, oh, we could use someone else to help out. It's like, hey, we need you here as often as you can be.
That's always a good feeling.
Yeah, if you have to be out, we get it. Things happen, but like, we can't pay for it. So, because we're paying you a lot to show you what you mean. Can you imagine if relationships were like that?
I mean, some are.
If you paid your significant other to show them that you still want them with you, like, I don't mean like sugar daddies. I mean like a real relationship. Like that was just commonplace.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Because money runs everything else.
That's true.
It controls
People
work,
can say
hobbies,
that like
food.
giving gifts is kind of that. Like, I'm talking about like really shallow people. Like, he's not getting me like flowers every other day or like that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying if like you want your significant other to like show some initiative and like do romantic things that you're shallow. Obviously you're not. I'm just saying that like
making that one of your
requirements, one of your checklists, like it's a little much.
Like you have a piece of paper where you keep track of how often you get flowers.
Oh, like an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah, like an Excel spreadsheet, and you're like, well, last month you were way down on your quotas.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a problem. I think most people would agree with that. I'm really low energy, but I really want to get to 40, so I'm gonna make some bombs.
Yikes. Good luck.
We can afford it. Got plenty of copper.
I know you got plenty of copper.
I'm just glad we have the recipe for the bomb. That would be a mistake otherwise.
I know there's a lot of ladies out there that like or not even ladies, just people that equate like how much the guy spends on ring on like how much like they like them.
Yeah, that's an old-fashioned thing.
That's a very old-fashioned thing, but it was, you know.
There also used to be an old thing for depending on how long you made your significant other wait, you would have to.
Yeah.
If you made them wait longer, you have to make up for it by a bigger thing. So like, if you've made them wait, let's say the average amount of time for an engagement is a year. It's not, but let's say it is. Yay! Making
trash.
them. You're keeping it. making them wait for a year and a half means that you would have to get them a more expensive ring. Making them wait for 2 years would mean you'd have to get them a house.
Oh, jeez.
Like,
Really?
that was more of an expectation thing, because at that point, what are you waiting for? You're waiting for the things that you would be...
So what happens if you get engaged and then you get deployed? Do you have to come back and give them the moon at that point?
You have to give them the country you conquered, obviously. God, are you a doofus? What do you think?
Oh my god.
All right,
I'm sorry, I didn't get the girl handbook when I got into high school.
God, I hate girls. I know that's
hate girls.
I know that's a weird sentence, but I hate girls. There's a few girls that I'm friends with that are excellent people, and for the most part, I can give or take the rest. I love all people. I'm a people person. I'm more of an animal person, but I am a people person. I was a theater kid, so I really like people, and I like studying how people think, but girl brain is one of the most toxic things. Like, forget the toxic masculinity complaint, forget all of that. Girl brain is one of the most vicious things. Girls will bully other girls for no reason other than because the girl feels threatened. Even if she's not actually threatened. Like, ugh.
I don't know if that's...
Guys don't do that.
I was about to say, I don't think that's specific to girls. I think...
Guys don't do that.
Not the same way.
Guys don't walk up and say, I really like your dress, to each other when they don't. Just to make each other feel bad, you know? Guys don't do that.
Okay, fair. Yeah, they...
Like, some guys have such self-confidence issues, if you look at them funny, they'll pick a fight with you. But that's different. That's an action. If you are literally just existing in the room and someone feels the need to come up and make you feel bad about yourself, why would you... Ugh. Maybe it's just the girls I grew up around. Maybe it's not all girls, but I really would prefer to only hang out with dudes. Because while dudes are generally simpler, they're also not that petty. So, from my experience.
Guys are gross.
I have known a couple guys. God, I knew a guy in high school who was the girliest guy I've ever known. He had a lot of emotions to work through and a lot of emotions to talk through and talk about. But he was still... Am I really not getting any hay? Uh-oh.
You're full.
Uh-oh. He was still, like, he didn't start drama and stuff. He was emotional and more in touch with his feelings, but dang it. Oh, I'm wasting that. Yeah.
So being in touch with your feelings and being emotional is being girly?
Is
that what you're trying to say?
It's not girly. It was traditionally a more female thing.
Okay, sure.
Traditionally. Where obviously everything has changed. I'm so glad everything has changed now. Because it's
Guys
not...
actually talk about
it's
their
not
feelings
healthy to never talk about
and not just
anything.
bottle it up until the day that they explode on someone.
And that was part of the reason I liked so much being friends with guys, is because they started to realize that was okay. They couldn't talk to their dude buddies about it, but they could talk to me about it. And they could feel comfortable, because what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna tell their buddies that they're sad. You know, that's not my thing. That's their thing. If they want to talk about it, they can talk about it. So I'm really glad that that weird convention is just done and over with now. You know, some of the things that have come out of more gender neutral lifestyles are not my kind of thing. But that's also like a personal choice thing.
Yeah.
So, like, I still wanna wear pretty dresses some days.
Oh yeah, I understand.
And it's
But
not.
then there's other days you just want to wear a hoodie
Yes.
and sit in it like a little goblin.
Yeah. I've never really, like, I could probably sit down with a therapist and figure out where my brain's at, but I don't know what percentage I am either way.
I don't think that matters.
Or on what?
Like, do you have to, like, quantify, like,
I
how
don't
you feel?
have to, but it might help me work through it. Right? Because I'm not a tomboy. Tomboys, by the definition from the 80s, because obviously it's not been a thing for a long time, were, like, generally more athletic. They were more physical. Like, they would play in the dirt and that kind of thing. And while I did that when I was a small kid, I haven't I'm not that person, so I wouldn't categorize myself in where the definition of the tomboy is, but I'm definitely more masculine than most women. So what is that? You know? I don't know. That's the wrong gist. So, it just might help me understand my own brain better is all I'm saying. And at the end of the day, I think that's all anybody wants.
What's that cauliflower for?
I'm selling it. I thought I might have accidentally sold the one from yesterday.
I gotcha.
Yeah. The one that was already in there. Cool. Keep rambling. Lady Dimitrescu. I think you guys get that enough from Markiplier. I'll hold off. What do we got? We got 4 viewers. Hi friends. Hello anybody who is new. Hope you're enjoying yourself. This is just the start of this playthrough. We're gonna be playing this for a while. We don't wanna like 100% it, I don't think, because we're not really those kind of people, but we're going to try to utilize every part of the game that exists. So we're not going to ignore any facet of it. We're going to do fishing later, we're going to do mining now, we're going to do farming and ranching, we're going to have fish ponds, we're going to have slime hutches, and obviously we're going to check out Ginger Island. So that's the plan. Fingers crossed nothing gets in the way. Right now we stream on Sundays only, but we're thinking of opening up to 2 more days of the week. Not starting this week, but obviously we want to stream more. We just don't want to make a commitment until we're sure we can do it regularly. So that's where we're at. Welcome to the mines.
Ah, cool. The good part of the mine.
Yep. Now all I need is a random sword drop from one of these crates.
Yeah, you gotta get that Yeti tooth or whatever.
No, I'm looking
what I
for the
usually
nature
get.
sword. It's
Why?
it's brown and it's got like little green notches on it. I really like it.
I like the Yeti tooth
Okay.
because it's white.
I'm really glad one of the patches that they did for this game, instead of like an actual change, was they fixed the drop rate for lead rods.
Oh god, so many lead rods.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
never
gone now.
use them. I know like they do a ton of damage and you can yeet that ghost across the entire map, but like it takes so long to kill anything.
If we go back to the sword and shield thing from my RPGs, I'd never played with Warhammers. It might as well be a Warhammer. It's so slow, and while it does a lot of power, it's just... You're weak after that swing. You can't do anything. I don't like that.
I like playing with Warhammers.
My thing with, like, the RPGs, I want to be able to swing, and then I want to be able to quickly pull the shield up, which you can't do if you're two-handing. You can't have a shield at all if you're two-handing, but it'd be OP.
You could, like, actually, like, have, like, a buckler, but that's less of a shield and more of, like...
Where?
You strap it on your arm.
Understood. You mean, like,
That's what bucklers
buckled
are for.
on. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's more at that point armor. It's not a shield.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Sorry.
Like, it's... At that point, you just have a big van brace.
Yes.
And then you could conceivably design armor that just, like, protected you more, you know?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of those bracers that have a little, like, they're almost like little spikes on them, so you can catch a sword when someone's swinging at you, and then twist it and try to snap it.
Well, that's Batman's.
those.
Batman's got those.
Yeah.
Jango Fett's got those.
I was thinking more medieval, but definitely.
Yeah, that, like, hook.
It's like a sword breaker.
Yeah, it's based on a sword breaker.
Yeah, I like it.
There isn't, like, a ton of historical evidence that sword breakers were very useful, but, like, they look useful.
But they're cool.
Yeah.
That's all we care about in the History Channel.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Ancient aliens are cool.
I was about to say, just look at modern History Channel.
Ancient aliens and Bigfoot are cool.
I'm old enough to remember that the History Channel used to have, like, actual documentaries on it.
About World War II. And
About World War II, and, like...
God, there were so many World War II documentaries.
There's a lot. It was like the Hitler Channel. For
It
a
was
while.
like the Hitler Channel.
And
I was
then
just thinking that.
Now
I
it's
was
the
like,
Alien Channel.
I was like, I can't remember anything ever playing on the History Channel except for World War II documentaries. That's the only thing I can
They're
remember in
still
recent
kind of
history.
there. Like there's like people are obsessed with Nazi Germany. I don't really.
Well,
get
now
it.
we
Like,
have Netflix for documentaries,
true.
so we
That's
don't really
true.
need a TV channel to focus on it. But
Now we can have Ice Road Truckers.
oh,
All those kinds of TV shows on the History Channel.
yeah, and the Finding Bigfoot ones, those are actually I think Animal Planet. They're not History; they're Animal Planet. So, I know.
There is quite a few shows like that on History Channel though.
I did not realize. Goodbye, slime. Goodbye, slime.
you gotta keep that
It's
frozen
been
Geo.
nice. No, can't.
Shoot.
Can't. That's why I
no.
stopped. We can't sing.
We were listening to the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack yesterday. We got a little hyped to watch the movie.
Yeah, we'll watch.
We haven't
the
yet.
second one.
But
You know that song's not in either movie, right?
I know.
Okay,
but
just
it reminds
making
me.
sure. I was like, my brain was doing a
Search database. Do, 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 do.
No, I was doing a dial-up sound effect because I was trying to understand where you were going. It's like that's not in the movie. What is he doing?
That's not in the movie.
What does he think he's doing? Right. What you fucking up to? That was bad.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
You know what? I have good accents, okay? That one just...
That just wasn't it.
That was a lazy
This ain't it,
attempt.
Chief.
I'm also struggling on a Nelson keyboard to not die, so...
Hey, you're doing pretty good.
I know.
You haven't almost died twice, like last stream.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was a lot of fun. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, but like, can you imagine if I actually died? That would be disappointing.
It's true. You would have
Why?
lost stuff. You would have restarted the day.
Ding.
Our stream would have called you a pussy.
Yeah. There we go. So this is generally how I'll be doing the mines is 5 levels at a time. That's my general
It's
pace.
pretty safe.
Yeah.
Until you get like the weapon and boots that you need, that's pretty much what you have to do. Otherwise, you
And
run
it's-
out of energy and health.
And it's greedy. You really want to upgrade your inventory because otherwise you're going to get to a level where you can't pick up the stuff that's there. You're going to find a diamond and you're going to have to get rid of something that you actually like because you can't leave the diamond. You got to take it. So it's like...
But I gotta.
Yeah, so
I
it's like
need it.
the best case scenario here would probably be the quartz. I would probably toss the quartz first. But,
Especially since you already only have one of them.
the diamond, you mean?
No, the quartz.
I've got a lot of quartz. Oh, understood. That's
In
why I
your
can toss
inventory.
it. Gotcha. I was on a different page. Okay. We are going to actually smelt some of this copper before anyone sees how much I have and gets upset.
You have over 200.
Don't say it out loud. Okay, what? 100 is what?
Is 20.
Thanks. I'm glad you said that, because that's not the number my brain came up with. Okay, 100 is what? 100 divided by 5.
Is
It's
20.
20. So we make... Oh, that's easy. It's just the amount of coal.
It's the amount
So
of
we'll
coal.
make 20 bars here.
That's all you need.
The number I need is 30. Because... Let me explain.
Oh,
Because
right.
I do 20 for the upgrades. So you've got the watering can, the hoe, the axe, and the pickaxe. And you upgrade them with 5 copper each. And then I have 10 left over in case I quickly need copper. Like for making a mayo machine, or a sprinkler, or a keg. So I always have extra ones on hand in case I want to make it. So I don't have to wait till the end of the next day, really. Because I'd have to go mining to get the ore, and then I have to go home and I'd have to cook the ore, and if it's not copper it's gonna take some time, so I prefer to have some on hand. I'm a little bit of a hoarder, and that's okay in this scenario. I'm actually going to also cook one of these so I can go turn it into the bundle.
You'll need to grab one.
I know I need another coal. I'm also going to use some of the copper here to make more furnaces.
Ah. Well, you'll need a lot more.
I need stone as well. Oh,
That's not what you wanted.
mouse.
You can also split stacks by shift clicking. Shift right clicking, maybe? Yeah, it's shift right click.
I'm not salty. You're salty.
I'm sorry.
Not salty. I'm fine.
Oh, by the way, Kay refuses to use the organize button. That's where
That
Robin
is,
stands.
it organizes wrong. It doesn't organize the way I organize things, and so it's disorganized. Do you understand? Sound like a crazy person. Okay, look. This is how I have it organized. You see how nice this is? You have all the resources up front, except the sap. I don't have a... I can put it in the forge chest. It goes in the forge chest when I have one. So I've got all the resources up front, then I have the monster loot, then we go to resources that can be cooked, right? Mining resources, if you will. Because I have to use them for everything, so I like having them all together. Now watch.
Oh, no.
How does this make any sense? The topaz isn't with the amethyst, even though they're near the same value and found on the same levels. Why is it here? Is it... Bless
Excuse
you.
me.
It's not... Is it alphabet... It's Okay, it's alphabetical within the... type? So it's minerals first alphabetically, and then resources? Ugh. No. Alphabetically doesn't work when you're trying to, like, organize something for use. It makes sense when you're storing, like, files that you're never going to touch, because then you just look alphabetically for them, but in something you access every day, it needs to be more accessible.
Yeah, at least in Minecraft you can sort by a lot of different ways. Like,
I wish...
alphabetical, mod pack, type, that kind of stuff.
I wish you could... I wish they would give you the ability to set your own preset, right? So you would set the chest up however you want it, and then you would hit make this my preset. And then anytime it got disorganized, you just hit the preset button, and it would reorganize it.
I mean...
That's all I want.
That could work.
I know.
That seems a little factory-like.
It's not factory-like, though, when this is the other solution. I can't drag these. I have to pick them up.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of game where you can quickly reorganize.
The other solution, and you'll hate this, is one chest for each item.
That's unbelievable. That is factory-like, sir. How dare you? Get out of my home.
You'll always know what item is supposed to be in
out of my home.
chest.
How dare you? I'm calling the cops.
This is my home.
This is my home.
What?
What?
Squatters fight over the same house.
So you now see this is the setup. So look how nice. It's just nice. It's clean. It's
Chef kiss.
yes, Italian kiss. That's what it is. It's pizza time. Careful.
It's from a video game.
Oh, and there we go.
Do you know what video game it's from?
Spider-Man.
On what?
Super Nintendo.
PS2.
PS2.
I was like, we were just talking about it.
I don't know. Look, I've never played a Spider-Man game in my life. I'm sorry, Isaac.
Maybe we'll make you play a little bit of the PlayStation Spider-Man.
I'm a
It's apparently
Batman
the best
girl, alright? I want my superheroes dark and broody and to punch people really hard.
So you love Spider-Man 3?
I don't get that joke because I've never seen Spider-Man 3.
Oh, it's a really old movie. I can spoil it.
You were working through a spoiler warning in your head.
Essentially,
You're so cute.
Spider-Man accidentally picks up the Venom symbiote, and he gets really emo. He changes his suit to
I've seen
black.
the memes.
And yeah, there's the memes with like the flippy hair and all that stuff. But then like it loses him, his girl, like because
Ouch.
he's being awful.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, and then she starts like hanging out with oh my god, I cannot remember the actual name of the Green Goblin. His son starts hanging out with him instead because they were close friends before. So he's like, wow, I need to like stop this. So he like rips the symbiote out of him, and the symbiote
Wait, so he knew he had it?
yeah,
Why didn't he get rid of it?
because the symbiote gave him extra power.
Oh, so it was like drugs.
Yeah.
He was happy to be using that drug.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And so he got rid of the symbiote, and the symbiote took over the other guy. and then that became Venom.
So the Green Goblin's son becomes Venom.
In that universe.
Okay.
Yeah, a little confusing. But, yeah, that's where the emo part comes from. And I might be explaining it a little wrong. It's been a very long time since I've seen Spider-Man 3. I saw it on a VHS tape.
You know what? I think that if the comments like were really upset, I think we could forgive you. I think we could forgive you.
I think I was right enough that people would be like, yeah, that's close enough.
Alright, 2 more.
I heard the Venom movie is okay.
Haven't seen.
That's Tom Hardy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Bane.
Is it really? Oh my god, you're totally right. That is Bane.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they were just like, you know what, do this voice.
We gotta poach that DC villain guy.
At this point,
That's what I'd like
everyone
to see.
has been in a Marvel movie, so anyone in a
That's
DC
true.
movie is already a Marvel MCU
Some people have been in
character.
Marvel movies twice.
I know.
As 2 different characters.
Wait, what?
Captain America?
Oh, that's right. He's well.
Yeah.
Is that MCU?
Bucks.
No,
Technically MCU now.
it's not. But they haven't pulled it in as canon. They haven't decided to use it yet. They may make their own Fantastic Four
They're
as
gonna
part
have
of the
to
MCU.
because they kept the new Fantastic Four was a retcon of the old ones, so like they'd have to make a new Fantastic Four.
But wouldn't it be
But
funny?
they haven't previously retconned the Fox X-Men because they exist in MCU now.
But
No
wouldn't
spoilers for WandaVision.
But wouldn't it be funny if they did just keep it as Chris Evans and they were like, okay,
Oh, that'd be
listen,
excellent.
you have to change
I would
costumes.
love that.
He's like Tyler Perry. He just plays every character. Yes, please.
I forget who was Captain Fantastic in the original Fantastic Four, but he was pretty good.
Wasn't it like a handsome, swarthy guy with dark hair?
Yeah, but he had the salt and pepper thing going on because that
Oh.
that is the like Captain Fantastic look is to have that going on.
You said he's a doctor?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't, I should clarify, I only care about superhero movies as far as the recent MCU has gone. I like DC lore, I like DC like villain lore, I like the comic lore, but I don't really care for Marvel's lore, so I don't know anything about the Fantastic Four. I haven't seen a Fantastic Four movie. I think I had like a fever dream while I was watching the surfer one, and I remember him like surfing on like Chrome in the city or something.
Yeah, you watched it then. That was the second one.
But I don't remember why. I don't remember if I think he's the bad guy, but I only think that because the Fantastic Four are the good guys. So,
yeah.
I couldn't tell ya.
Technically, the bad guy in that movie is Galactus.
Okay. Gesundheit.
Bless me. So that was Reed Richards. Eon Graffood. I don't know how to say his
that's
name.
a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recognize that face.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, he's a scientist. He's Reed Richards. It's definitely a Marvel name.
I prefer Wade Watts.
Oh right, Von Doom. Yeah, bringing Victor Von Doom back into the MCU would be cool because he's a very interesting villain.
Okay. I think this wraps up the stream.
You sure?
Yeah.
We started late.
Yeah, let's go. For me, a day takes. Now the stream will prove me wrong because obviously we can physically track how long it is. But on average, when I plan my own, a Stardew day takes about 15 minutes, sometimes 20 if I'm pausing a lot.
So we'll do.
So we'll get to
day,
3.
maybe 2.
We'll do 1.
Okay.
Because right now we're at about 3 hours we've been streaming. Oh well, yeah. So we'll go to 3:15 since the first 15 minutes or so were stream technical difficulties we were working at.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
That should work out. And we also, for anyone who did not tune in last time, we're romancing everybody. I will have a rabbit's foot by the time anybody gets close to 10 hearts, so we can avoid that awkward cutscene. It doesn't actually do any damage to your relationship, but they will be mean to you for a week. Like, they'll say mean things to you.
Yeah, I read about that.
So, I don't want that.
Yeah. Oh, character said mean thing to me. I cried now.
That's me.
I know.
Video games make people violent. Me.
I cry.
Why don't you like me, Jack? Mass Effect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying so hard, Jack. You should like me. I like you. Everyone else loves me. Why don't you like me? That's the whole premise. Thank you for your pity.
Oh, is that what that was?
I hope.
Okay.
Okay. Let's bring the cauliflower to Jody, shall we?
Do you have that quest now? You should.
I've had it for a couple days.
Yeah, 19th.
Yeah, he's looking at. I made a printout. I went through all of the quests for items in year 1 and year 2 because there are none in year 3, and made sure that we have them ready so we don't accidentally sell all our crops of a sort or something if it's needed. I also have a general idea of what we should be bringing to the Stardew Valley Fair. To at least to pass. Obviously, we'll improve it the next year. That's how I play anyways. Like, I'll go with the gold cheese year 1, but then year 2 I'll go with like an iridium cheese if I can, or maybe an iridium goat cheese.
Try to cask something up for you.
Hmm?
Try to cask something.
Yeah. Well, you can get iridium quality from not that, just from.
That's the only way you can get iridium cheese.
Oh, cheese. Yeah, I was thinking milk. My bad. I'm like, I've got an iridium eggs and milk. Let me in, Jody. I'm gonna dig in your trash until you let me in. Oh, I can only do it once. Never mind.
There's a raccoon out here. Hee hee hoo hoo. I'm a raccoon.
Oh.
Oh,
Hello,
look, Shane.
Hello, Shane. Hello. He's British in my headcanon.
Okay.
Because the only other Shane I know is British, so.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh! I didn't even look at the time!
Wow.
Jody!
You were so busy rooting around in the garbage that you couldn't even look at the time.
That sounds like me. Jody, you have my heart. I have your cauliflower. Let me in.
She's out there again. She's singing. She put my name in the song.
Jody, I've got your veggies.
I'm in your trash. Did you hear that?
Yes? What was that? Hello?
I think a squirrel just went in a tree.
Why did I hear it so loudly?
Because it's a sound effect. It's much louder than the rain.
Jody!
Where are you?
Hi there, mister. What? Oh, I'm a dude. It's like, how dare you, child? I'm a lady.
Yeah.
But I forgot Axel's
You
a
forgot
dude.
Axel is a dude?
Yeah. Okay, Jody,
There you go.
There you go.
Here is the cauliflower.
give me my money. Give me my money! Oh, let's get Robin's axe while we're at it.
You know where it is, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's in Stardew Valley.
Wow. You even know so much about this game.
I know. Ugh, sewer children.
Are you ready to fall in the sewer?
Ew, it smells! Cutscene.
Why is it locked? I want to explore the sewers.
I think Gunther has the key.
Professor Gunther? The man that runs the museum? Why do you think he has it?
I saw a big rusty old key fall out of his pocket one time. A creepy sewer door like this has just gotta be a match for a big rusty old key. Oh my god, her fingers were in that shot. She's got like old man fingers.
Most of the hands in this game look really not great.
Yeah. I see where Concerned Ape was lacking. There's something moving around in there. Ghost. Howdy.
Thank you, Scooby-Doo.
I'm Axel. I'm gonna play some sick riffs toward you. There you go. I'm so creative.
The creativist.
The creativist.
The creativist. That's what you are.
Thank
What?
you. Thank you.
What? You didn't like
Thank
that?
you.
Okay. It's gonna be on a shirt.
The creativist.
Hey, look, it's
Oh,
an axe.
wow, a miraculous coincidence.
The axe looks hard to use.
It doesn't look like the best axe. I don't understand why she wants it back so bad.
Like, the head is so small.
It's probably just like a nostalgia thing. She's
Yeah.
been using it like it's her like grandmama's axe or something. Well, no, her parents are surprised she became a carpenter, so it wouldn't be her grandmama's.
Everyone's like, Grandmama, you got a shit axe.
And she's like, "This is my favorite axe. I'm never getting rid of it. I'm gonna pass it on to my children. They're gonna use it, and their children will use it. I will not make my children use it when I have children with Sebastian. Thank you. That axe is going in the tracks." Nothing.
So we are romancing everyone. Who
Yeah.
are we marrying?
I think in this one we're marrying Penny.
Oh, yeah?
I would like to marry Penny.
You
yes.
want to get her an escape from her awful
She
situation?
She deserves. She is unfortunately a damsel in distress,
Yeah.
but it's not like she doesn't.
Oh, save me.
She doesn't. It's complicated.
Yeah, I understand.
She's not actually a damsel in distress. She's just. She's so selfless. She will always take care of her mother before she takes care of herself, and that means she'll take care of her mom until she dies.
Do we have enough stuff for a coop?
You
got enough money?
Maybe. Let's go look. I don't want to spend all my money, but
Yeah, you wouldn't be spending all of it.
it's $4 grand.
Okay, not all of it.
Like a PC.
I'm checking.
It's like 350 wood and 100 stone or something like that. 400 wood and 100 stone.
300 wood, 100 stone.
Look at me go. Yeah, we have enough. Let's go build that.
Yeah, let's get that going. That'd be a good thing to cap off on.
Oh.
Shift right click.
That's so handy.
Right? See? Computer's so good at games.
It's even like math, because I cut it in half and then I cut the half in half. And, whoa.
Ooh.
That's it though. Nothing else. Just wood and stone.
Yeah, wood and stone. That's all you need.
Is that?
I think it's old enough.
I'm grabbing my hoe. There's so many worms out today. It's raining. I don't know if those are actually worms, because in the lore, Concerned Ape describes it as brown stems, but they wiggle.
They're like wiggling in like the breeze, I guess.
I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be worms.
Yeah, they look like worms.
Also, there always seem to be more when it's raining, or maybe I'm just stupid. So, and worms,
Well, those worms
like-
have been there.
earthworms pop out for rain.
That's
so,
true.
I don't know. My own personal canon. Oh, yay!
Something
My
to donate.
favorite. No, I'm giving it to Jas.
Are you?
No.
I was gonna say.
Hi. I want to go out and play in the rain.
You don't need an excuse.
That's true. When you're a super genius, you do what you want, man.
Alright, now build it right next door to the house.
I'm gonna build it right next to the door to the house because I didn't.
Just for now.
I didn't go back and reclean this up. So
Nope.
I'm not. Hold on. My plan is for you guys watching is I want it to be right about here, and then there will be like a little fencing area, so that I can choose where they go in. So like they can go in through the side or they can go in through the top. And so it'll literally be like a square around a square, and they'll just walk on the outside square to go through the fences wherever I put them. And I want it by the pond because supposedly ducks can swim now. It's one of the patch notes. I just haven't seen it physically, and I want that because it's super cute. So much so that I am considering changing the numbers of all the animals so I have an entire coop full of ducks because I really like ducks. I would like to see them swimming around. So, we'll see.
What if that's the one thing they didn't bring to the Switch?
That would be so sad.
It wouldn't matter for us because we're playing on computer right now.
That's true. That is true. Okay. Thank you, Robin. Yum.
don't know what to do with you today.
It works. It works.
Shh, shh, don't tell him.
Yo, it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna donate the doll, and then we'll go back and I'll build a little fencing area, and we'll go to bed.
Alright. You don't want to get in the mines today?
Nah.
Cookie. Trash cookie.
Of course it's in Evelyn's trash. She has so many cookies, they're going in the garbage.
My grandson won't eat all my cookies. He keeps talking about eating boiled eggs.
Yes, he does. He eats so many eggs.
He won't eat my cookies. He says, carbs make you fat.
Oh my god, we've donated this doll before.
You already?
Yes.
Oh my god. So you can't
I
give
wish
it
I'd...
to Jess.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll go over well. It's better to give it to Penny. She likes all artifacts.
Ah.
It's probably not worth much to sell, so...
That's probably worth 1.
Penny!
Where are...
You reading under the tree? Oh. The store?
Do you want to know?
Penny.
I'm looking for
Penny.
you. Oh, good. Cutscene.
The Jojo Mart cutscene. Welcome to Pierre's. How can I help you? You get to be Morton.
Oh, great.
Ahem.
Morris.
Come and get it, folks. Coupons for 50% off your purchase at Jojo Mart.
50%?
Well, any takers?
But I can't match those prices. I'd be selling at a loss.
It must be so difficult for you to lose your loyal customers like that. But can you blame them? Jojo Corporation is clearly the superior choice. Soon the whole town will realize that.
Sound effects included.
He's got those little fart shoes.
Honestly, it sounds like he's just made of slimes.
He might be.
Oh my god, it was the slimes all along! Okay, I don't want to buy these, and I don't want to...
That's a lot of money.
I know.
That's almost all your money.
I know.
Do not. Do not. Do not. Later!
I have chimkins coming, and I have no grass. I need at least one. Penny!
I was trying to look, but the wiki
Cutscene.
seems to be down.
Oh. Are they doing the transfer of power?
They might be.
Penny, where are you?
Oh, got to it. Schedule.
Penny, you're so
spring.
wise. They
Except
should
for
call
raining.
you
She doesn't have a different.
Penny
It's Sunday.
Wise.
You're the worst. What time is it?
Ha!
Oh, there she is. Never mind.
Here, have an ancient doll. Yeah. Okay, so it's looking like I'll be dancing with Jody, Robin, Linus, or Penny.
When it's raining, she's in the museum.
I figured. I just didn't see her in there, and it's because she was behind a bookshelf. Ow.
Sorry.
Hi.
You okay?
Yeah.
You just talking to everybody?
Yep.
What's up with you?
Oh.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. What if Axel was gay?
Well, he's gonna have to be.
What if he married Sebastian?
You marry Sebastian in every single game you play.
I'm basic, okay? At least I admit it. He's not, like, the best. Like, I'm not, like, actually in love with him. But of all the characters, he's the most relatable. Alex is a jerk. Even if he sort of explains himself, he's still kind of a jerk. Wanna keep laughing? Laugh some more. Laugh it up. Yuck, yuck.
No, I'm done. I'm not laughing anymore.
So Alex is a jerk for a long time. Sam is just really basic. Like, he's simple. He just wants to play his guitar, man. I mean, he's, like, sad that his dad's not around, but he gets that his dad had to go to war.
Are you building a fence? I see.
Little tiny coop to start with.
Yeah, you're gonna have like one chicken.
I'll have to.
Maybe two. What is she doing?
I don't know. You made me doubt myself, okay?
Then connect the fence up there.
No, it's a waste of fence.
Yeah, but it'll look better. Oh, Kayla, you have to do something.
The sooner we get a controller in here, the better. This is embarrassingly bad.
We have a controller.
Do you want to live here?
I pay to live here.
Yeah, pay won't be enough soon.
Oh.
You know, people can get kicked out for bad behavior.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, the landlord, you're a German Shepherd. I'll kick you right out. Okay. The holes are for the fences.
You're not gonna build them right now?
Nah, that's a lot of wood.
Yeah, and you don't have too much right now.
I will go chop down a tree with my remaining energy.
You got a ton of energy.
Mm-hmm.
I think you don't have a lot of this time.
It's fine. It's only 8 o'clock. Can you...
It's true.
Oh my god, don't... Ow!
Oh, you need room?
My shoulders are really stiff. It's this, the keyboard setup. We'll, figure out the Switch controller for next time. Noodle around with it. I'll do some research and we'll be good to go. I'm sure there's a way. We just need a guy named Will. I've heard where there's a will, there's a way, so. Anyone know any Wills?
You're killing me. You're killing me, man.
The cringe is almost painful, but it's also just a little tasty, isn't it? Chop, 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 chop. AAA gameplay commentary.
You should be a shoutcaster.
Wow. As she's chopping that tree down! Ladies and gents, is it worth it? Is it? Oh, it was worth it. Look at that. Look at all that wood.
Look at all that wood. MLG wood gathering.
To be honest, I haven't listened to a lot of shoutcasters, so I just went for, like, NFL,
It's pretty much the same thing.
broadcaster.
Yeah.
Sportscaster.
Yeah, you kind of have to go for the, like, horse race announcer voice because of just how quick things happen in professional video games usually.
I think of horse racers like auctioneers.
Yeah, they're about the same.
That's too much.
That's what shoutcasters do.
Oof.
Yeah, I know. You have to have a specific skill set to be a shoutcaster.
Alright. Ladies and gents, we are done here. We got a bee house recipe, some speed grow. We can make farmer's lunch, but we won't.
Yeah. Switch to full can.
I think it's like parsnips or something. Ugh. God. Okay, so thank you for joining us this Sunday. We'll be back again next Sunday, and then I think we'll talk about it this week. We'll figure out if we're comfortable doing like during the week streams. We'll set days, and we'll talk to you guys about it next week.
Yep.
It'll still be Stardew Valley unless we feel like we're starting to like fall into a bit of a hole, in which case then we might try some new stuff. We have a bunch of games. We have some short one-off games like Firewatch and Undertale kind of things where it takes 0 to 10 hours. You get through it and then it's done.
Yep.
And then we also have some longer games like Stardew Valley.
Yeah, that we could be playing for quite a few.
Yeah.
Like months even, probably.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, as we possibly get more viewers, whatever we end up doing, we'll talk to you guys, see what, get your input, what you're most interested in seeing of the things we want, because we're never going to go to 2007 YouTube time. We're not going to play a game because you want it.
Yeah.
We're going to play a game because we all want it.
Yep.
So, I think that's about it.
Make sure to follow and
Yes.
go on our socials. We have our YouTube channel. I think you're able to find it now. We have
Yes.
a YouTube video now, our previous stream. So just
We-
look for...
We re-upload all our streams on YouTube.
Yeah. Since we're not affiliate, our VODs don't stay forever. So all of our previous VODs will end up on YouTube. You can go ahead and watch them there. Our last VOD is a little difficult to hear us, and that's okay. I think we figured it out going forward. But so you can go on there to find our previous VODs on Twitch, or not Twitch, Twitter. We'll let you know before we start streaming. And we also have our Instagram.
All of that's on our banner. We let you guys know when we have when we're getting ready to put the stream up, and we do. Our intended start time is noon on Sundays.
That's Mountain Standard Time.
Yeah, Mountain Standard Time. Well, it's Arizona time. Arizona isn't always Mountain Standard.
When it changes, it's Mountain Daylight Time.
People
so
do not keep track
true.
of that. Google Arizona time.
Yeah.
And that's the time that you'll be planning on. So it's 12 p.m. Arizona time. And yeah, we'll see you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday.
So bye, guys.